and so he needs the structure that can help him protect the votes. And that is what the coalition can do for him. Now, if we're not able to build the coalition, a team of the coalition, and then marry that with what the obedient movement is able to build, we have a formidable structure for vote defense. Because we are not talking about, see, if it is about getting the votes, people will win. I mean, if election is done free and fair, I mean, by 12 or 11, people would have cleared everywhere, right? He will win. There's no this about it, no doubt. But the problem is a vote defense. Which can we, of course, there is going to be still the normal thumbprinting in inner rooms, in inner circles, in uncompleted buildings, in wherever, in government houses, right? How are we going to ensure that only the votes that will count are the votes that will be transported from the polling unit to the collection center? This is what you need the coalition for, because Nigeria is still playing elitist politics of big men. Big men handle, take care of everything, and then they just dish small some stipends to
So,
Agberos
so,
and
so,
boys.
so, Amici wasn't. So, Amici, what he was talking about, you can't have primaries without politicians. Whatever he was talking about in that space, um, pretty much the same thing that you were saying, right?
My brother, Nigerian politics is elitist, right? We
Today,
like
I have a question for him.
Yeah, let him answer that question. Yeah, go ahead, Obiasogu.
actually, I'm coming. Yeah, Nigerian politics is elitist. We don't have that people kind of people power that happen in Indo. I think it's in Indonesia, right? We don't have that kind of thing in Nigeria yet. Yeah, we yet the Nigerians can get into the frenzy of supporting and then voting for someone like people like we did in 2023, but standing to defend that vote. People will
But,
say,
but,
I
but can
mean,
we
I'm
can
ahead.
we organize to also achieve that?
I am coming.
Okay.
Now, we can organize to achieve that, yeah? The obedient movement is trying to do that, right? But we people have that strong buy-in that they will be able to withstand the violence. You will need to have,
Today,
hold on. Sorry, I'm coming, Eshe. You will need to have people who are equally violent in nature to be able to withstand, to support, right? To withstand that level of violence that will happen. I'm telling you, a lot of polling units will experience heavy violence from these people, but you need obedience who are going to man the polling units. However, you need violent people too who are going to support in manning the polling units, because they are the ones who are going to be at the forefront, and then the rest will support. But if you say, I mean, Nigerians love their lives, people who are, I mean, um Nigerians just love their lives, right? If you're
Obi,
not equally, I'm coming, if you're not equally violent, it will be difficult to have people who are going to defend the vote at the polling units, and especially at the collection centers.
All right. Eche, ask a
Obi,
question real quick, and then
today,
we'll go to
today I
Dozzy
have just
afterwards.
question. Okay, Obi, let me be honest with you. You have spoken well on the, but it's like you are misconstrue some of obedient, or should I say, some of our thoughts or what we believe in. To be honest with you, majority of us, if not for all of us here, initially, we believe in this coalition, we believe in this alliance so much. I personally, let me speak for myself. I believe in this so much, but I'm a kind of person that I sense the seed from afar. You understand me? When I notice that these people they are not straightforward, then I have to rethink. This thing you said here is what I have envisaged to happen like in 2027. But I cannot keep on lying to myself. We need them, yes, but everything has been rigged against people there, whether we accept it or not. For this man to come out yesterday to say that kind of thing, everything has been rigged against him. So you don't have any hope there. And when you don't have any hope there, can we or do we have to keep on deceiving ourselves in the name of coalition where we know that there's no hope there? Bro, I just want you to understand there's no hope there. And I want to ask
Okay.
you this question.
Okay, good.
Wait, I want to ask. Wait. I want to ask you this question. If going into 2031, like let's just assume that we are in 2029, going to 2031. Do you think that these ADC people will be doing this kind of hanky panky in zoning their ticket to the north? Do you think so?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't answer that. But let me, first of all,
You
let me
wouldn't.
hold on, my brother. Let me address it. Listen, I understand that we have expectations, the kind of politics that you would want to see these people play. But my brother, you are dealing with the same set of politicians, all right? Before we have a new breed of politicians, we would have to first of all get the person who will get in there and change things. And it is PO. And with PO getting there, it is through the same system with the same set of people, right? While I want PO to have an easy sell, I am also conscious of the fact that, or aware of the fact that PO is in a system where we still have the same set of corrupt politicians. All right. So he has to play the politics. He has to play politics to be able to get in there. And that is a fact. That is a reality. As of today, in fact me, I can bet that PO is more given to join the ADC than staying in the Labour Party or any other party. Me, I don't know if it's going to change tomorrow, but as of today, in fact, let me not just preempt anything. But the truth is, PO has to play the politics. The only headache we're having in all this, we're going to have is if ADC is going to do an indirect election, that the delegate election that they always, all these other parties always do, where they're going to assemble some persons and who are going to be viable, right? Reduce the number of people who are going to vote and all that. Now that is where we're going to have much of a problem.
But
But
you are
then,
seeing all this thing playing out. Obi, you are seeing all this thing playing out.
hold on now, hold on,
You are seeing the handwriting
hold
on
on,
the wall.
hold on, my
And still
brother.
asking question.
Yeah,
Hey, come
yeah.
on.
So hold on.
You
So
guys are
hold on. Let's
eh?
hold on. We don't know far more than PO. PO is the person. PO has attended their meetings from day one till now. So mine is to keep silent and observe PO. However, I will do my bid. I will do my little wishes to ensure that I sensitize people, right? To go and get their PVC and wait for PO. Me, I'm waiting for PO's card.
Obi, one more thing before we move the mic. One more thing before we move the mic. Obi, just be sincere with me. If Atiku Obi should be on the ballot or gets the ticket, are you going to support it? Atiku Obi.
He
If
already said
PO,
yes now.
no,
Why are you asking?
no. So,
Abi, you know why
so
I ask this question? I just you know you understand me. You know the reason I ask this
Why?
question. I wait, Obi, wait. When you said that Obi have to be in the system, my mind just went phew. I understood exactly where you're driving to. You understand me? Because for you to have said that, it shows that you certainly in support of this article B. To be
no,
honest
no,
with
no,
you.
no, no. You see, you don't
No,
know
na
the how.
You
Anyway,
come
I
again. You
wasn't
say
getting that
another thing. We
vibe.
are
I
hearing
wasn't
another
getting
thing.
that
Hold on,
vibe
hold
from
on,
him.
Eshe.
God.
Check,
Otherwise, I would
hold
have
on
shut
now.
it down a long time ago. I wasn't getting that vibe,
Hold,
HA, from him. To be honest with you,
hold on,
I wasn't getting
hold on,
that vibe
Eshe.
from him
he
at all.
said
Tudo, hold on.
he said
You
you
guys,
have to be
hold
in the
on now.
system.
Hold on,
PO joining the coalition is already in the system. So
hold
when you
on,
said that PO have to be in the system,
hold on, Eshe.
I was thinking
All
like,
right,
Hold
HA,
on now.
let him. So, Obiaku, go ahead and wrap up with your response,
Let me
and then
wrap
I
up,
want to go to
please.
Dozier.
If you go to my timeline, I've even written about the what is it called? Let me send it to you so you can put it up on Jumbo, and anyone who can read it can read it, right? I have written severally about article. Yeah, I have never been in support, and I don't think I will ever be in support because of his style of politics. All right, the dollarized system of politicking, I do not support it. So If it boils down to me picking between, I mean, having being in between the deep blue sea and the devil, or whatever it's called, I think I would even abstain, to be frank. But then for now, like I said, I am giving to POB. I sold to P2B's presidency. But if anything happens, like I said, I would I would align with P2B's choice. That was what I said, and that is why I'll keep it. But I do not
All right.
expect any deputization. So, Hugo, Tudo, I'm going to send this to your DM so that you can probably put it on Jumbotron.
Sure, sure. All right. Thank you. Dozier, Dozier,
Call that name very well. Dozier, what is Dozier?
guy. I'm in Northerner.
Hey,
What's your
you guys
problem?
say those you don't sleep. Hey, you're a middle belter. No, they are
I
drawing the
mean, no,
distinction these
no,
days.
no,
Yeah,
no.
they okay. Not telling now.
Say
No
it
vex, no
right.
vex, no vex.
The way Nigeria wants you to say it.
When I they come
Nigeria
up now,
placed me in the north. I'm in
you
Northerner.
feel like I'm talking too much.
No, HSN, this thing you did now is what you just did to me. It's like the brother is saying and nothing, and then you are hearing and nothing. Here's the thing. Somebody had an argument with me once, and the person was saying that I think it was one of Shore's supporters, right? And he was saying something along the lines of um, you need to bring somebody who is like fresh, who is outside the system, who has not gone to, who has not been in office before, because everybody that has been in office has contributed to the rot. And I was like, bro, if you can find that unicorn that has national appeal and has a track record that we can bank on and campaign with, go bring him. But it doesn't exist. Right now, your best bet is actually P2B simply because he was in that system, but he did not let the rot of the system corrupt him, right? He has proven that he is incorruptible, that his good name is better than your whatever it is you want to bring. So to come and twist the way he said in the system to mean and that's in HA from where to where and how. HA, please, I will begging you. Like, bro, it's like what he means is simply that he knows that however P2B is going to conduct himself, P2B's name right now, like if I say this thing now, people are going to carry me on the head, but P2B's name is even bigger than Nigeria, in my opinion. Make I know like give anybody, right? Like it's like Nigeria's name is in the mud, but P2B's name is not. It's as weird as that, right? The guy's name is so big. What you
Well,
say?
let me be honest with
Waiting
you.
be that.
Let me be honest with you.
I dey hear you.
You see, if they should open some people's eyes to see far, like to see what this man is going to do. It's not 100% perfect, but it's not 100% perfect. But they should open some people's eyes to see. And the truth of the matter, many of these our people, they know this thing. But because of like the politicians, they have their political interest. So as some, many Nigerians, they have their own interest. Especially there is too much hunger in the land. So maybe people are targeting of what they're going to eat. You should understand me. So there are many, many things at stake. So sometimes, in as much as I'm pushing for this much, but sometimes I feel like many Nigerians they just need to eat. They just that kind of a thing. But if their eyes should be open to see that you can jettison forfeit what you are going to eat today for a better tomorrow. To be honest with you, they will carry this Obi matter for head past me and you. You understand me? Because if you're a traveler, if you travel, you understand. Even in Africa, Nigeria is lacking behind. In all aspect, no ramification, Nigeria is lacking behind. It's very, very shameful. We just have that name because we are too loud. Nigeria, they know Nigeria. But we are lacking behind.
See,
There's no water,
Esther,
pipe water, there's no
the thing
many
here,
things.
PO is not radical. Is PO is more diplomatic. If PO was the kind of leader who is radical, with his level of influence, I think he would have radicalized a huge section of the country to get involved in violence. And I can give you an example. Immediately after the election I have not said this before, but I think I should say it. In 2023, people didn't know the role PO played. I tell you that Nigeria didn't burn down, right? To an extent was because of PO. Now, immediately after the election, immediately the results rather were announced, because if those who knew the role I played during the election would know that all the Million Man marches, virtually most of the official flyers that were used, my team designed the flyers, right? So immediately after the election, a few of persons, and put it that way, wanted to organize protests, nationwide protests, and it was going to be huge. This was as early as around that 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Right? I even got got info to design some flyers for the this. And in fact, I got involved, right? But it was PO, PO that halted the whole plan. PO said no. PO refused to allow people to protest really, right? Even the few persons who later came out, PO was just not in support. He wanted to go through the court. If PO had not been a a diplomatic um um civil a diplomatic civilian, whatever the word it is, if he were a radical politician, I bet you see all this court process that we went through, we wouldn't have gone through the court process because people were willing, but people just could not allow the process to take its course. He could not allow the
Oh,
process to happen.
Obi, Obi, have you seen the reason why I said this thing here? That what APC people are planning, what have been their plan, is to make sure that this PO is not on the ballot
No,
because
no, Eche, this one you said is
uh,
like 100% true. This is like the be all end all.
because
Once P2B runs, it's game over. It's
because
actually game. It doesn't matter the party.
because the truth.
Everybody knows that
See
now.
what?
Everybody knows that.
Very wait. Because the truth, if they should be able to eliminate PO on party primaries, you understand me? We can only make noise. Wait, I'm coming. We can only make noise like if they should be able to execute that so that he will not be able to be on the ballot. We can only make noise. At the end of the day, they will tell you that is it not party primary? They didn't even win party primaries. How are you sure that he's going to win the on the ballot? It will be very easy. But anything that will make PO to be on that ballot, PO have learned his lessons. They know that one. And they know that PO statement carries big weight. And PO is not ready to go to court again. They know all these things.
Did you hear what?
You
Did
understand
you hear
me?
what?
And anything that will make PO say enough is enough. I'm not taking this.
If you watched,
Nigeria will burn that.
if you
They
watched,
know all these things.
yeah, if you watched. By the way, Tudo has put up the this thing I wrote about article and go to primaries. You guys can check it up. The next slide. I wrote that thread, some weeks ago. Now, but coming to what we're talking about, if you listen to what Wike said today, you would understand that there is, I mean, Tinubu and his camp, are perplexed. They are troubled because PO's indecisiveness is sort of spoiling their plans. No one knows where PO is going. I bet you no one knows. Even those who are very close to him do not exactly know if he's going to be here or there. You know, probably if just a few persons know exactly where he's headed. But I bet you PO has been able to manage his information very strongly because he learned his lesson from what happened, the betrayals he got from the last election. Now, if Tinubu Tinubu's camp are able to get a wing of what is going to happen, where PA is going next, I bet you they would have gone ahead to plant a mole there or some moles there and scatter the plan. The plan is simple. Ensure that P2B does not get on the ballot. Now, if by chance it gets on the ballot, I bet you guys just be ready. The level of propaganda you'll be seeing, especially from international media against PO. I mean, you guys I'm just giving this, dropping this. We should be ready to defend nonsense that will come from top media platforms or outlets. You know, that let me
All
just
right.
leave it at that.
So can you give us a little? Can you whet our appetite? What's the news that is dropping next week?
It concerns ADC, it concerns PO, it concerns other people.
Eh,
So let's just look
so
at
you
it.
can't give
Whisper,
us
whisper,
you can't give
because
us
we are free
anything.
here. Others are sleeping. We
You
are
can't
only
give us
five.
anything to hold on
Others are
to for
sleeping.
now.
Whisper to them.
Gang,
I
gang,
beg.
gang, gang,
Others,
gang,
hey, please,
gang.
I thought you are sleeping.
Who did?
Uh,
Me sleeping.
okay, we are
Me that
asleep.
I'm
We are
hustling
asleep.
for the girls like
Please
this.
mute your
We are
mind.
asleep.
You too like
I'm
gossip.
hustling.
You too like
I'm
gossip.
OS
How the
now.
go?
I will tell you something. Hold on. So Obiasogo,
I am OS now. I am staying on the road. I'm wearing
Obiasogo,
bra. I am wearing a
is
wig.
that a no?
Okay.
I am making money for the
We are just,
Chris,
girls.
can you wait? Jesus.
We are just using number.
Chris, wait. Obiasogo, is that a no?
My brother, I don't know past this one, no. That's what I'm not tell you.
All right, no, Allah, we go wait. Now here we day. Once the news drop, you better know that we'll be back here hosting spaces about
I bet maybe better
it.
news than the FM.
All right, thank you. Chris, I get $100 for you from an anonymous donor.
Yes, I heard the good
I
news.
don't ask you for group. Say, should I give it to Remy Tinubu for towards a library?
Which Remi Tinubu? No,
She
put
they
it
ask for
into our
money now
cause.
for she won't build a library.
I bet make she go make she go collect
na the
our
people wey
our
wey
one
get two
billion back.
sure. She get like she not 10 sure us. She borrowed 2 million from Shetima wife. Even they beg 2 million Shetima wife. She enter power, come they donate billion. She want to donate 2 billion. 2 billion in 2 years. See sure us. Like are you whining? Like the pay you.
Yeah.
Ah, God,
Tudo,
this life.
Tudo,
Yeah.
Tudo, Tudo, by special grace of God, if PO happens to get into Action Rock 2027, you know this thing we are going to
What?
champion here. We are going to make sure that we can see Kiri, see what's
Ah,
the name of this
Omo,
prison for
No worry. I get the address of your house for
Omo,
Florida.
okay. You
they
see
can't
this
make
one,
me
to
they
be
can't make
honest
me
with you,
EFCC
that's
director.
the
Yahoo boys carry the go. I don't have time for you people.
you see that man, you see Nike.
I
Uh,
don't ain't
No.
nobody got time for
and
that.
the
I
funny
don't have
part is
time for
that
frivolities like Yahoo boys. I'm going
Like,
You
out.
but
be catching Yahoo men.
my thing. My thing is like my thing with like a bit of presidency is like I will actually be hearing the truth. Like I'm tired of these lies, man. And it's not like it's like properly formatted lies. It's like lies with grammatical errors. Which one is brilliant? Like, bro, what the fuck,
Lies with
bro?
mistake.
Bro,
Lies
with I
with
can say it like
mistake.
this.
I say
It's like you
They
can't even tell
post
an
they
imbecile this
post
type
a
of life.
lie
we
Who do you
and
will
they
think I am?
caption
try
Yeah,
we will
I
try
don't
some people
even know, man.
posthumously. Even in the grave, we will call them to come and answer.
It's like, bro, Buhari, hold
We
on.
will
What do you
get
mean by
all our
snakes swallowed
monies
money under
back.
your tenure? Buhari,
Nigeria's
come and
money.
explain this
We will
thing to
get
me,
all
man.
those money
I don't
back.
and
understand you, man.
these have become their fear. That's why they don't want PO to be there. Because it's going to spoil many things for them.
All
Many
right.
of them. And sometimes
Okay.
I
Today, give
always
me
think
one
of
minute.
Yeah,
Let
and
me
I
send
won't do now.
market.
Wait. So, Chris, first of all, before you say
Okay.
whatever, let's talk on the back end so that I can have the money sent to you, whichever way.
Okay.
But go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Okay. So now, if you see me on the road that you are driving past, I wear wig and I'm now wearing the bra. Don't just judge me because I'm OS now. I'm hustling for the girls. On Saturday, they must come out. All of them. They must come
If you
out.
like, no DM
So
Shetima wife. You will not learn from your first lady.
some of the guys come my DM said that first time I made the announcement, I condescended. Like I did not rate them. I only said the women supporting women. I
Yeah,
beg you,
I thought that was wrong too. I just didn't want to say anything.
my guys, make
It's
una
not
no
a women
vex.
supporting women
So
something. You
I beg you,
and this
make
is what
una
you
come my
men do in
DM. I
Nigeria.
need una
When
dollars.
you undermine our women, you gonna make them women leader. You're making them women
I
leader.
beg you, I beg you. We need your money, Eche. We need your money,
As
please.
if men are not supposed to donate towards women's causes, right?
No. That wasn't what I meant. That wasn't what I meant because they nearly killed me in the DM. So please come to my DM. Come and give me your small money. No matter how small, even if that 1K, we need it. Those girls want kill us. We are planning for 100 girls. we have shot almost 150 now. Tudu, I told
Yeah.
you, if this will reach 200, then I don't go see me for TL for 3 days. I go run.
No,
Una
no,
don't
the
see say
amazing thing they're
democracy
doing.
don't dey mature.
I cannot keep
Una don't see
myself.
say democracy don't dey mature.
And
No wahala.
They let leave your
and
mature something, I beg.
and you know what is so the thing, you cannot turn them back if you are telling them, okay, what about next week for you? The way they are begging, they are so cute. Where they are
So,
saying,
so
no,
for
please,
Chris,
please,
for
I
me,
want.
it's every time we come on spaces, we talk about Gen Zs, how they're not involved, how they're not interested, and in politics and what affects their future and destiny. How they just want to go do TikTok dance and TikTok trends. Not that anything is wrong with that, but at least try to find a balance. But here we are. We have somebody who's actively working with them, and they are responding positively. I think we need to encourage them.
I'm telling
I
you,
think we really
I'm
need to
telling you.
encourage them. So that's good. That's a good thing.
So that is why I'm back. First of all, I have to say thank you to that our beautiful and mama, beautiful, beautiful. You know what I mean? I just dropped $100.
Please, are
I
you the one
test.
talking like a
Shut up,
woman?
yo. I tell you say I
Please,
wear wig.
you are talking like a
I
woman.
tell you
What
say I
happened?
wear wig. I wear bra.
Ah, talk well now,
Keep
Abba.
quiet.
Eche,
What be
let
this
me
one?
quote you. Let me quote you,
Keep
Eche. What
quiet. I
money
am selling
cannot do, more
markets.
money can do. If you like, the
Let
wine
me
yourself.
sell my market
Uh,
now.
the,
Please.
uh,
So all the guys, please come to my DM. No matter how small, come and drop something for these girls. We need to encourage them on Saturday. So 100, if we get 150, I know something go reach like 160, 170, but no Yawa will go manage. So the idea is all of them will register. Then all of them in turn we assist their mates, like at least 5 girls each. So if over 150 girls bring five girls each, those five girls where they bring go in turn also bring like five girls. So then so they do the chain, they go. So that's the strategy. And we hope that, at the end of the day it's successful. So I mean I'm impressed so far. They we already printed stickers. We've already secured sanitary pads. They will get small perks now, and small refreshment. So we're also giving them sanitary pads, giving them this
All right.
sticker. Print out
That's
this sticker, they put that back on. So Mona, call my DM.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So also, is it Danilo has this thing that is going, that is planning. He just posted the image in the comment section. Guys, check it out. He's also doing an amazing job on behalf of the ninjas, trying to help university students with their mentorship and training program. We're also working with him on that, and then we're also printing obedient ninjas T-shirts for some girls that are playing like the soccer competition, something like that. Him and I have been talking about that. 24 shirt with Velele, 24 shirts we're printing. So we're doing a lot in terms of grassroots mobilizing, encouraging our people to get involved, more voters. That number, that 90 something million people that registered the last time, according to INEC, not only do we want to push up that number, but we want to push up because it's still a reflection of voter apathy on a large scale, the worst in our history. So, according to the numbers, so we want to push up the numbers of people that actually turned up to vote eventually, ultimately, that will turn up to vote. Roughly under 25 million total number of votes. The guy that was alleged to have won, I'm talking about Tinubu, only won by 8 million, 8 point something million votes. That is a ridiculously low number, relative to our voting population. You know, so it's we can show up that number, we can push it up, and then we can steer it in the direction of Peter Obi and his candidacy. So that's what all of this is all about. We are just doing our own part in our little way. It might look like a drop in the bucket compared to in the grand scheme of things, but it's still something. It's still something. So when others do what they do best, we still have the obedient leadership structure who are massively mobilizing on the ground, and just we're all just playing our part, and then we'll see how this goes.
Tudo,
All right.
don't
Yeah.
forget that we also have Anunti who is planning a
Yeah,
five aside.
that Anunti one, I need to hear more about it, and I need to talk to
Yes.
Anunti because I'm hearing that for the first time.
Oh yeah, she has this place where she goes to do like gym stuff.
Yeah,
They have like a it's like a community sports center.
yeah.
So she's planning a five-a-side football match.
Interesting. How come
So
I've
we're
never
going
heard? I'm
to
gonna talk to her. I mean, I talked to her
yeah.
auntie, but she's never
Uh,
mentioned it.
yeah, she's been taking care of her mom. Her mom, I think, had an accident recently.
Oh
So
wow. Sorry
yeah,
to hear that.
yeah.
All right.
So she's been helping her, and yeah, I'm with her on that one. We're printing 10 shirts for
Okay.
5 players each year.
Okay. All right. Let's. I'll DM you now, and then we'll go from there.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right. Thank you. Dozier, are you back? Dozier?
I've been around. I'm just
Oh, we called you before, so that was
oh,
why. All
sorry.
right. All right. Go ahead.
Um, the truth still remains that 2027 is not it's not a joke, not a joke. And come 2027, even before 2027, the handwriting is already on the wall. Peter Obi has done. The man currently in power has effected uh, good um, good adverts to unseat himself coming uh, pro 2027. How is that, you ask, how is that possible? Look at what is going on in strategic sectors of this government, strategic um, positions that should help the people. I've always said it times without number, democracy is about the people. And if you take a look at this country, you will discover that the people are going through a lot. What is the life expectancy of an average Nigerian currently? What is it? What measures has this government put in place to ensure that the lives of Nigerians are preserved? Every day we wake up in the morning and hear that a youth is dead, a future leader is dead. You don't hear stories of elderly men dying. The elderly men keep living long and playing politics and looting the country dry, borrowing and looting. But when you check the the sector, the area where the youths in Nigeria, you check, you wake up in the morning, you hear a youth is dead either by maybe kidnapping, or you hear Dangote truck has killed one youth. There are a lot of youths in hospitals in certain areas in Nigeria that has been, uh, victims of these Dangote trucks. Nobody is saying anything about these youths. They are all suffering in in hospitals. Some of them can't even pay their bills. And the only reason we had the recent what happened to the other girl who is currently dead is because the sister is a Big Brother Niger star. And it is serious because we do not have a good government. That is the reason why there are loopholes that could hold whoever is in charge of Dangote responsible and make him to pay through his nose so that he will sit up and fix um, his driver sector. He cannot tell us that he doesn't know what it takes to Bring in people who knows their onions, people who know what it takes to drive a truck. What will happen to Dangote, a billionaire, world-renowned African billionaire, maybe in hard currency, not even in Nigerian notes, to bring in graduates that are licensed drivers? What does it take? Nothing. Nobody's talking about it because we live in a country where we worship the rich. We celebrate the rich instead of celebrating institutions. We do not have institutions that the rich fear or respect. And it all boils down to bad governance. You know, the life expectancy of a youth in Nigeria is not something to write home about. And the government don't care. They have no respect for life, especially the life of a youth. And this is because we do not have a leader at the top. We do not have a leader at the top. Our future leaders keep dying every day. There was a video circulating recently of a pregnant woman who was already at the point of giving birth. And she struggled. If you look at her, she's looking pale, tired, and hungry. What does that tell you? Whoever got her pregnant is not well to do. The government of the day does not have the right basic health needs for a child that is not yet, uh, sorry, a newborn baby or a child that is developing in the mother's womb. Our government of today does not have plans for such a child. That's why our health sector is dying. We don't have a good health system because the current government in power does not care about a baby that is developing in a poor woman's stomach or womb. And what does that tell you? That is the reason why that baby died in that woman's womb. The baby died. So even children who are still developing in their mother's womb, if their parents are poor and government of the day does not care about such poor homes, the baby end up dying because maybe the woman does not have money to go for antenatal and stuff. These basic needs are things that the government of the day, a good government, should provide for children yet unborn. But it's not a people government. It is a government that has been designed to steal from even the children that are not yet born, steal from the youths that are already born, and continue to pack themselves in international hospitals abroad, get the best treatments, and come back to Nigeria and impose their wickedness upon the leaders of tomorrow. When you talk, they'll tell the youths, keep quiet. You don't have respect for your elders. Because they don't have any plan for the youths of today or the children unborn. What is the life expectancy of a Nigerian? Today's leaders, politicians, they're not politicians, but politicians. They don't care. And that's why I don't like talking about politics. 2027 is not going to be about politics. It's not going to be about money. Nigerians have been dealt with in their psyche, and they are only waiting for 2027. And in 2027, I tell you, the people will come out, cast their votes, and stand by their votes. What would happen in 2027? Prophet TB Joshua has already prophesied it before he died, and it will surely come to pass. Because The people who have held on to power, they are not ready to relinquish it to the youths or to a better person who can lead. They won't go without a fight. They won't go without a fight. Nigeria has been hijacked by criminals, demonic elements, people who don't care about our tomorrow. They only care about their family, self-centered people. And they are not more than us. That's very unfortunate. There are just few people who have held on to power, hijacked it, people who cannot even defend their SSE results or WAEC. You can't even tell which school they went to. Bunch of charlatans, people who do not care about our tomorrow, who do not care about our safety, who do not care about electricity, us having electricity. In 2025, Nigerians are in the dark. If you don't have generator, you cannot live your life. This wickedness must end. And anything that has a beginning will surely have an end. And 2027 is the time. What you are seeing in the political space today is wickedness gotten to the brink. And I tell you something, even the Northerners are beginning to feel the brunt because what they did with their brother Buhari, they have seen it is now coming back to haunt them. And if they do not stand on their toes and hand over this country to somebody who knows what it takes to run the country, they will suffer dearly. They have no businesses they are running. They don't even know how to run businesses. And there's only South and Southeasterners that know how to do business. And that is the reason why they are surviving. But you see, they have realized that playing politics is not how to survive. There is no end to free money when it comes to their own style of leadership. And everybody run into power to loot free money. Those monies will definitely finish. And they always want to circulate this power amongst themselves so that they will continue to get free money. But that is not how Nigeria will continue to survive. And they have discovered it that what they did in the past can no longer stand, can no longer help their own children in the near future. And so they have resolved it is time to give Nigeria to who can actually lead us out of this quagmire. Because Nigeria has crashed, it has collapsed. You do not run a government with lies and propaganda. They have discovered it. Those in the north have discovered it. Politicians have regrouped and they have said it is time to do the right thing. We cannot keep deceiving ourselves. Let me tell you the reason why the likes of Tinubu have started campaign in just 2 years. It is because of fear. That's the ultimate truth. Fear. Fear of one man. Fear of one man who has the right information, who knows that what they are doing is wrong, and that you cannot lead a country without being able to fix the economy of those people. You don't lead a country with lies and propaganda and say you cannot, you don't need statistics and statistics will go chop. You don't lead a country like that. Because to lead a country filled with intellectuals, you must actually know what statistics is all about. You must be able to tell the people that by my projections and by the policies that I have put into action by say 2028 or so time, this country would have taken off. You can see the lies are no longer selling out. There is a limit to which the lies that our current politicians will dish out, it will no longer be working anymore. And that is the point where we are currently. The lies are not working. There is no other lie to tell to deceive Nigerians for 2027 other than that Peter Obi is a fraud. Who will you tell about that, make that statement to now that he can no longer buy bread again in Nigeria? An average Nigerian that cannot even eat anymore. You are telling Peter Obi is a fraud. He will not believe you. The same Peter Obi that is going around sharing his money. How many politicians is sharing their own money? Somebody before they went into government house, they said that they don't need the money of the Nigerian people. But currently they are on live, they are doing broadcasts, asking Nigerians for money to build library. Somebody who said they don't need our money. Enough is enough. 2027 is already said and done. Nigerians are they are not joking 2027. That is why there is monkey hand in every political party in Nigeria, because they have already seen it. Nigerians are fed up. We can't continue like this no more. And let me tell you something. What will happen to Nigeria in 2027 is exactly what happened in Abia State in 2023. All the returning officers, the so-called professors of our universities, they were all returning officers in 2023 elections. They are complaining of their salary now. The government said they will give them loans. And they said, to hell with your loans, increase our salaries. You carried this government. I don't know whether you are afraid that you might be killed or they bribed you or whatever. You carry this government and give to somebody who does not even know what it takes to run the country. Cannot even tell you which school he went to. He cannot even provide his SSC results. He cannot even provide his classmates. You carry the country and give to that person. And now you are asking the same person to pay you your salary. You are a joker. Which institution in Nigeria is currently working? Nigeria is crippled currently. The legal sector is a laughing stock. There was a time, if you see a lawyer, everybody is scared. But today, lawyers are like clowns. These people have brought Nigeria to their knees. Nobody has respect for lawyers anymore. A lawyer is like a barrel pusher currently, because nobody listens to a lawyer anymore. A lawyer, the legal profession is a sacred job. There is no difference between a well-respected pastor and a lawyer. It's a sacred job. It is a vocation of conscience where people run into. The legal profession is like an embassy. When the country is trying to collapse because of injustice, the people going through that injustice run into their profession, their umbrella, and they got healed and they get saved. As at 2023, another sacred institution of a country is the military. In every military locations and barracks in Nigeria as at 2023, Peter Obi won all the elections in those places. Because you cannot go to the barracks and say you want to rig an election. You can't do that. But because of the chop I chop Nigeria Limited that is going on in Nigerian political system, you water down the voice of the people that happened in 2023. You water it down to Barbadash. And let me tell you, God is not coming to help us. God has already helped us. He has given us the power to choose who will lead us. So he's not going to come and help us or do any magic. A pastor coming out to tell you we have to resort to prayers is just a fool. Is a bastard, does not understand what it takes to be a pastor. A pastor is somebody who can stand his ground and tell and speak truth to power, not tell the people that it is time to pray. No, the power, this power is already in our hands. And when we do the right thing with this power, the people will suffer, will no longer suffer. You will not be hearing there is a miracle happening here anymore. Nobody will say, see, the moment you have a good government in this country, a lot of business pastors will fade out because God has empowered government to provide basic needs for the people. Compassionate leadership. It's a gift and it is given to leaders. Leaders that are divinely bettered by God. So enough of the prayer thing. It is time to come out and say, this is whom we want and we stand by it. This is the time and it will happen. There was a time you could go out there, they tell you bread is 250. You will be shouting, for what? Why is bread 250? Currently bread is 15, 25, 10,000. Yes, there's a bread sold for 10,000, 20,000. That means there is no bread for the poor. There was the results that was dropped recently by the United Nations that there's an issue about malnutrition in our children currently. Most of the foods that are being eaten by the Nigerian people, the young people, is without nutrients. Basic nutrients that allow the brains of these youths to function, these children to function and function effectively. It's no longer there. And today's so-called leaders or leadership does not care. They're not interested. Do you know why? Because they are demons. They are not human beings. These are people that should be rounded up and put in undergrounds and locked up from the face of the earth, so that people, the good people of God, can exist. Nigeria is a beautiful country. It only has a leadership problem.
All right.
And we'll fix it in 2027. Thank you very much.
Woo. Whoa. Thank you, brother. Well said. Yeah, well deserved. I think you captured the sentiment of a lot of us on this space. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're still here. I don't know. Nigeria. It's a shame. It's a shame. What is going on in River State alone is a testament to that. And it's very unfortunate. We took time to explain that whole situation earlier on the space. Like, we're literally seeing abuse of power play out, and we're just chilling like nothing is going on. Who is wicked to say Fubara will resume on the 18th of September?
Like he was sounding like I am now satisfied. I am now satisfied. I can bring him back.
He
What?
has satisfied all the requirements.
Tudo, can you hear
The
me?
gods, I'm hearing you. The gods have accepted his sacrifice.
Ghana president removes Chief Justice following corruption allegation.
Ghana. Oh. I'm always careful when I say that. I don't want my Ghanaian friends to come and attack me like, what do you mean? Ghana.
In Nigeria, they will be asking you to go to court.
Yeah, because they have the court. All our chief justices in Nigeria. Who was I listening to? Yeah, they've all been fingered. The last four, I think it was Chidi Odikalo that was making that case. Yeah, the last four. Kudirat Kekereako, Tanko Mohammed, Olukayode Ariwola, Walter Onogen. They were all fingered in something. That is the country we have. They were caught with their hands in the cookie jar. Shy. Nigeria. And life goes on. Life goes on. It's a shame, So man.
You know what I've been saying about revising history, right?
Mm.
It seems that Dan Tata Sanusi has finally caught up with what is going on, right? It's similar to let me put the quotes in the comment section because I don't know what's wrong with the jumbotron. It's similar to how what happened in River State. I was on one space with Valerie, and somebody came up to that space to revise what we all saw happen. Like to somehow explain that it was not an undemocratic, just because like people let it just be. Somebody was trying to revise that it was not an undemocratic and unconstitutional.
You mean
like,
River
bro,
State? You mean River State?
Yeah. Somebody was trying to explain it away. That I was like, bro, like, come on now, like, have some respect, right? People can read, right? It's like the Constitution is not written in Arabic, but or something. Like it's written in English.
Yeah.
What?
And that was the appeal I was making in the morning on the space that earlier on the space that so in history, right? If you look at where there has been an absolute breakdown of law and order, and where tyranny and all these other things held sway, you find out that there's almost like a symbiotic relationship between the dictator, the tyrant, and the people. But they don't know. That's the thing. The people don't know and they don't see it coming. So one day you are just cheering that it's your man that is there. You're just cheering. Ah, yes. And the other side is trying to let you see reason. Look, politics aside, it's still our country. And it's our commonwealth, right? But you are obsessed with protecting your man that is there, whether because it's your tribe or whatever, you are getting paid for what you're doing. You know, ultimately, you will see a gradual erosion. In fact, your value systems, just incrementally, you see yourself shifting. You just be shifting. Now, until that tyrant will come and shoot somebody dead openly in front of you, you will be justifying it. You'll be justifying it. You won't even know that that's what you have become because you have moved so far away from the line without even realizing it. By the time you look back, you're like, what? So history is replete with examples like that, where mob mentality. So even those who have common sense, and they say, okay, I beg, this one is too, we are going too far. But because of mob mentality, you just see yourself getting sucked in. You're getting sucked in into the whole thing, and you're just going along. You won't even know when you're now justifying what is just plain ridiculous. I don't even. How can somebody look at River State and say, "I want to make an excuse for what is going on there"? It makes no sense. It does not matter what
It happened,
agreement.
though. It happened. It happened. And you know what I do these days, like before I speak on those type of topics, I first of all look to be sure the space is recorded because honestly, right, if now that I'm thinking about it and I remember what he said, I'm beginning to somehow think that it did not happen because it was just incredulous. That was how out of the world it was, right? So it's a good thing this space is recorded because
I mean, Sim did not come out to vote, right?
If you notice that you are beginning to sound like comrade, Abi, Is it only for me?
No.
Oh, you're sounding like him. To be honest, no, not in any way. Not in any way negative, but the voice, the
Yes,
voice.
not take us away. This is serious stuff, Eche. This is serious.
where
No,
where
this
to
voice
where
is
and
different.
how?
No, I'm not saying it in a negative
What are
way.
you
Just
drinking,
try to
man? What are you
understand me.
drinking? Now, where be me
No,
something, man. Where be me
no,
something.
it's
Let
not,
me drink what
no,
you're drinking.
you
Lele,
are
Eche,
misunderstanding.
Eche is coming for you
Wait,
today.
it's not in a negative way. It's just that the voice, they sound familiar. I don't know.
All right.
It's not in a negative way. Just try to understand.
So I've been talking about. Hold on. I've been talking about. So what the case I was making? Like every time you have seen. I mean, I used Hitler earlier, but there are little less known cases, other cases in other parts of the world in history that's happened, even in our Africa. All of these tyrants in Africa, right? Who did they use to carry out? This is just one man. Who did they use? It's people, the people. So before you know it, this one man is controlling all the levels of power. Everything, everybody's lining up. They're kissing his ass. They're kneeling down. They are bowing down. They're kissing the ring, and it's still democracy. Like it is really really sad where we have found ourselves, and I don't know how somebody can come and say, um, you know, you can justify what is going on in River State. The mere fact that there is a wiki in the picture, he goes out there to vote, is flaunting the whole thing. It's like in your face. And then the following comes on Monday and is organizing a media chat and he's still talking. And he's still talking. Like, man, one day we're going to learn our lessons in Nigeria. I swear to God, we're going to learn our lessons in Nigeria, to be honest, because I shared this. Somebody's mic is on. Sorry, because I read that book, Why Nations Fail, and I shared this on Sunday. Was it on Sunday? Why Nations Fail, right? Powerful book, and there is a quote there that I really love, and I quoted it the other day on the space that. So these guys, the authors of the book, they were arguing for the reasons why nations fail, and it's not magic. It's not it's not like so esoteric we don't understand why. There are things you do that get you there, and there are things you equally do to build nations. You got to be intentional both ways, right? So these guys were talking about the success or the failure of nations. It's the institutions that determine whether a nation will succeed or fail. It is that simple. The institutions. You have to build a system that goes beyond one man, one individual. You have to build systems that outlast that one person. I mean, even in countries that are run by families, the Emirates, for instance, you know, Saudi Arabia.
I think one way to put it is like the difference between senile climbs and insane climbs are institutions, right?
Exactly.
It's like, bro,
So
that's just
I'm
it.
even saying where you have families, dynasties running the countries. Like Nigeria is not a dynasty. I mean, it's looking like it's about to be one. But yeah, if Sheikh Tinubu had his way, it's looking like it's
Bro,
about to be one.
that guy was using private jet to go and watch golf match. Bro, come on now,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, it's looking like it. But I'm even saying where there are established dynasties, the Emirates, where they're run by what, seven families or so. The House of Saud in Saudi Arabia, one family, right? They even had their Game of Thrones episode where brothers were trying to buy each other. I think one of them actually died, But these guys have done something. They have built systems that basically outlast whoever was there before. The next guy comes in, and then you continue. Look at what MBS is doing in Saudi Arabia, for example. This guy is progressive in his thinking, is trying to change things slowly, gradually, giving freedoms here and there, and he's moving the country forward. He's even trying to build a future, a Saudi Arabia that will move away from oil, dependence on oil, which is like their Their number one product, right? So what these guys were talking about was that it's not your geography, it's not your culture, it's not good luck that will build your country. Nigeria, we brag about, Nigerians, we are blessed with our culture, we are blessed with our diversity. Look at all these our languages, look at all these our religions.
But we forget that the cost of weak institutions outweighs all those blessings. We forget.
Exactly.
Oh,
Those things will not build your country. You can revel in them. You can smile and dance and so Achebi and October 1st and go and march. Those are not the things that build your country. That's what those guys were saying. Now they basically distinguish between two types of institutions. This is what got me in the book, right? They talked about inclusive institutions and extractive institutions. So inclusive institution, just as the word suggests, meaning you build a system that is broad-based, that encourages participation of everyone, innovation, you industrialize, where the child of nobody is somebody. You don't have to know anybody to be something, right? You build a system that whatever you put in, you get something commensurate out of it. We're not trying to socialize outcomes, but we're saying that we are building systems where what you put in, it's gonna be equal to what you get out of it. It is that simple. Work hard, you get the result. So the system is already there and it's a well-oiled machine. Like countries that these things have been established, it's already there. Just go plug in into it, you get the result. It is that simple. And then they talk about extractive industry, which institutions, which is where you concentrate power and wealth in the hands of a few people. And that will ultimately lead to nothing but stagnation and poverty. That is the story of Nigeria right now. Power, wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few people. And so, two things are here. If these people continue in this trajectory and they expect the nation to magically transform, it's either they are stupid or they're delusional. But on the other hand, if they continue on this trajectory and don't give a fuck about the people, of course, no surprise. No surprise. Because all they need to do, just maintain the status quo for as long as you can, and you fall sick, you jet out of the country, you want to die, you go and die in London somewhere, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. Just keep it going, because after all, you don't care about the people. You don't care about building the nation. You don't care. And we've established every time, I have made the case, every time the government comes to announce FDI has gone up, um, FX reserve is now 41 billion, inflation has been rebased. They use all these jargons. They're not talking to Nigerians. They're not talking to Nigerians. They know the people they are talking to. It's not about the Nigerians, right? It's not about building a healthcare system where if you claim, as low as the number is, I said this before, if you claim that you're spending 5% of your budget, 5 points, whatever, percent of your budget, 54 trillion or so, naira, thereabout, if you claim you're spending 5% of that on healthcare, let the money go. Let it go to where it's supposed to go. So you don't have the minister coming out to say, I only got 15% of that 5% of the budget. Like, how are you supposed to run? That paints the picture of the healthcare industry for you right there, right? It paints the picture for you. And that's what we're talking about. So it's really, really sad that these people do not care. And once in a while, to shore up what they're doing, I was about to flip my TV now to my daughter's channel. Guess what I saw on Arise? Felix Mocha is out there again. Felix Mocha He's out there again selling the snake oil. That snake oil seller, his face is right there on my TV. Can you imagine? So, in spite of what these guys are doing, they are still
Yeah,
sending.
Yeah, that reminds me of something. I had an idea. I wrote it down somewhere, but then I forgot. Here's what I was thinking. Right before we get you to the Arise space, what I was thinking was like, you know how Arise and channels they usually have their YouTube, like whatever they are producing. There's normally like a video clip of it somewhere, right? What we could potentially do is like if you take a clipping of that video where someone is selling snake oil, right? You basically do a reaction video to it, and then we'll get it into the video stream on social media, right? And then on everywhere else, so people can actually see that there's like for every maybe not all of them, the blatant snake oils, right? Something like where somebody was saying if you cannot see what is happening in the economy, you are blind, right? You can just take that section of the video and do a reaction video to it, right? And then we'll put it into the stream so people can see that, that human beings are actually reacting to this stuff. Yeah, they're not just letting it slide away. Yeah. Anyway.
No, of course, great point. I think beyond that, it goes also to what we've been saying. I think even though we don't know, we don't know the real opposition is anymore. The official government opposition is PDP. The opposition wannabe is ADC, and the real opposition, in my opinion, is the obedient movement. That's just my take. That's just my take. ADC, they sold us something. We thought they were going to be that opposition. That was what we thought. Many of us thought. Like, yes, finally it's here. And then I'm waiting. And we don't see anything. Eh? We don't see anything, no.
Yeah, they just with the forehand, the four serious
We
hands,
don't say
serious
anything,
hand.
no. I told you
Because
now,
we hyped them now. We hyped them. Tudo was like
bro.
every 2 seconds. The coalition.
You were
The
here, right,
coalition. Hey, they
brother?
just
I
flow to
was
the hype.
jumping. I was jumping for joy. I was jumping for joy. I was dancing, Chucky. Like following. I would never forget this story. I've told this story. Following the by-elections, right? The following Monday, they had Felix Moka, and they had some random guy from ADC to speak on behalf of ADC. My goodness. I say if I took Valium 5 or whatever the sleeping medication is on Friday, and I say I want to wake up on Monday, so I missed the whole weekend of elections. And I say, there was by election, so let me come and hear from people what happened. Felix Moka was killing it. I mean, that other guy, he took him to the cleaners. Like the
This
way
is what I said about revising history. It's like what if you did not experience it? That's why I keep saying I check whether the things are recorded. If you do not experience this reality, it's like, bro, like what is this guy talking about? And they will be so confident, so
alternate
articulate. Come
exactly
on
that's
now.
the thing. The way they create this, it's like we're living in a parallel universe. We are like alternate reality. That is the classic definition of alternate reality. You're like, wait, what? Is this the same thing I'm observing? The way he sold it, and the other guy, this guy couldn't even speak to save his life. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know who he is. This guy, he had low energy. He couldn't contend. It wasn't convincing. And I'm like, and now this afternoon again, he's there by himself. His face is in front of my TV. These people are not joking. They are not joking. Like, anyway, so, oh man, Nigeria. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Let me say it again, right? Because I don't think it has drawn home yet. The APC does not want you to forget their sins or forgive their sins. No, they want you to remember their sins as the correct thing. Like it's mind blowing. It's like somebody put out a newspaper. This one just happened yesterday. Yes, it happened yesterday. Somebody put out a newspaper report that says Lagos gets 3 point something trillion. The debunk of that Lagos gets is that somebody then put out like a fake infographic with so many errors saying that the Southwest, excluding Lagos, gets 600 billion. Like, bro, what are you even saying? Like, what are you saying? Somebody just literally said, it's like, hold on, guys. The nepotism is so huge that everybody can see it. It is the reality. Like, are you trying to pull wool over our eyes, or like say we cannot read, or maybe when you put out the infographic, we're not going to look at it? It's like, what is going on? And here's the thing, right? I'm thinking, if not because of the outrage that happened and Tinubu had to go and delete whatever he posted and put out a whole new something, I'm sure that maybe Felix or some other spokesman will go on Arise, and Arise will put that thing up on the TV, and then they'll be using it to explain things. Like, bro, this is revising history. And it's not, I think here's the thing, right? So somebody can go back and revise history that happened 10 years ago. But some people may have forgotten it, but bro, it just happened like Saturday, Sunday. Today is Monday, Tuesday. Like, bro,
One of
come
them,
on now,
Belele,
guys.
one of them is here. He likes to come into our family meeting to come and sell his snake oil. Yet
What?
he can't defend shit.
Oh, double chief. Oh,
Double
double chief. Which one are we revising today? Double chief, I
Kudo,
put it to
Kudo,
you that
now
Lagos.
they play
Hold
defense
on,
now. We don't
double
be
chief,
on the
double chief.
offense. But now they play defense now.
revisionist historian.
Double chief, hold on,
Kudo,
double chief, hold on.
I
Let,
dare you. Why you no put Peter Obi or nothing? Now don't realize.
That what?
what
That
is he
what?
saying now?
Why you no?
What is he saying now?
Now don't realize. Now
Realize
You
defense
what?
don't
now they
realize
play
it.
now.
What you realize now? What you realize?
This guy, are you the bumble cigar?
Now they tell
Now
you like
defense
bro.
now they play now. We are now on the
No,
offense.
double chief,
Now
calm down.
now
Double
defense
chief,
now they
calm
play
down.
now.
Double chief, calm.
Why you
Okay,
lie? Why you
okay.
lie? I didn't know.
You will put up.
Yeah,
Still put
because
up.
I,
Check,
I
check,
didn't
put
think he
up.
was going to take it. Now here you go. Now what?
Double chief, hold on. Double chief, I beg. Why did Tinubu delete that nonsense that he posted? Come, explain to us. Let's hear your own version. You guys have a way of justifying these things. I like to hear it, and I like when it's recorded. Double chief on mute now. Tudo, you mute him. You know mute
No,
him,
I
B.
didn't.
Tudo, double chief on mute, not me. Why did Tinubu delete that? And what is brilliance? We don't see your guy no go school, but it does not reach that extent. Come now, mute your mic. Double chief, what are you doing now? Oh, hey, thank
Tinubu
you.
is the
Carry on.
most
What
educated.
is brilliant?
Tinubu is the most
Double chief, hold on. What is
wait
brilliant? What is
now.
brilliant? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Tinubu is the most educated president we've ever had. Go as far back as since our independence. Who's the most
I can't
educated
even
president?
laugh. I have to cry.
Why do you have to laugh? How many
I,
of them went
I
to
can't
Chicago
laugh.
University?
Where went to where?
To an American school, Chicago
So
University.
American school
Don't
now is
play.
now what?
Don't play.
Are you that
Tudo,
stupid? Are you
Tudo,
that
Tudo,
stupid?
Tudo,
So because you went to
Tudo,
American school, now
Tudo.
what?
Ammunition too plenty. You know, say that defense na the play now. All
double
that
chief, you've not told me, double
that
chief, you've not told me what
again.
brilliance is. Double chief, what is
Wait, my
brilliance?
friend.
Oh,
We go use
no,
everything
no.
what we get
I
as
don't
an
care. I don't care about who anyone is sleeping with. I do not care, and you shouldn't,
or
because
now you don't care.
It doesn't affect.
If it was on the other side, won't
It
you
doesn't
use it?
matter.
If it
I
was on
don't
the other
care.
side,
It doesn't
thank
affect
God.
your destiny as a Nigerian. So I'm not.
It it
I don't tolerate that here. Actually, I don't.
it, it,
Even
it
though,
does. It
even
does. To do. If
it
now you
doesn't.
get them,
It
if you
shouldn't
don't
matter.
use them,
Let's
now
talk.
go don't
Let's
use
talk
them.
real issues, real policy issues. All right, because you always run
It's like,
away.
yeah,
That's what you
double chief,
always do.
stay one place. Now, last time I brought up Tinubu's daughter, right? They said I should stay on the issues. Let's stay on the issues now, double chief. That's the news that's reaching me. Let's stay on the documentation that is out there. Your president published brilliance and later deleted it. Like, if you want us to go and be cooking up things, I can go and be cooking up things, but I don't want to do that. Let's focus on the actual reality that happened, right? Is it Daily Trust or one newspaper said Lagos was getting lopsided amount of contracts, and in debunking, grammatical errors started flying. Like, is your president afraid of a newspaper? Like, what's going on? Like, even Sanusi, what's his name, Dan Tata, is saying that you people are trying to revise history. You are trying to distort reality. Hey, his word. Let me quote him. Let me quote him. Hold on. Let me quote him. Hold on. Let me quote him. Let me quote him. Hold on. Hold on. Make I read him. Make I read him. Aye, without the tweet, just give me joy. He said, I think it wasn't just a mistake. It had to be a deliberate attempt to distort reality. Full stop. Sanusi Dantata. So why is your president distorting reality? Is he a liar? Is this what he does? Again, I have tweets of where all the lies he has told, but I'm just asking you, what do you think? What do you think? Tell me.
You're talking about deleted tweets. Nobody delete tweets past Peter Obi.
Hey, be focused, man. Double chief,
Wait
double chief.
now.
Peter Obi is not
Should I
your president. Now focus on your president. Your
should I start
president that
telling you all
has a
the
bloated. Hold
police?
on, now,
Wait,
double chief, calm
wait.
down. You're about to move the goalpost. That's what I don't like, man. Double
Wait
chief, calm
now.
down. Double chief,
Remember the
double
tweet
chief,
Peter
focus
Obi
now.
deleted
Double chief, be
about police
focused.
retirees.
No, now,
He was
double chief,
announcing that there will be
double
father
chief,
of all protests
double chief.
in
You need to be
Abuja. You
focused.
know that
Double chief,
we already
double chief, be
posted
focused.
that message.
Double chief, be focused. Double chief, be focused. Be focused. No. He's about to shift the goalpost. I'm asking. This is Tinubu with his 40-something ministers. Eh? What do you say? Peter Obi, all right, wait,
You think about 1 minute because the munching what we are witnessing is this. Anybody will know how 419 they play 419. If you know how you go take explain to a Mugu, tell am say look this machine wey go print money and you know say the paper wey dey inside na ordinary carbon paper and no be money wey e dey print. Or anybody wey don do wash, anybody wey don do come and buy, anybody wey don do yahoo know say na the same playbook Nigeria the Tinubu these bandits in power take dey play us. Then they play Nigerians like say we are moguls. Because you go chop mugu money, you go come still explain to them. Say, look, oh, that business is coming. You see that importation is going to come. You go to for in front for Kroko, you go to look inside
You are
behind
a
the
suspect yourself because you are sounding like one of them. You are sounding like a big one. You that you are talking.
I of course now. Of
Yeah,
course, I'm somebody who
you are the master.
I am somebody who has investigated 419s like you.
No.
People who
You are the
come.
419 here. The way you are analyzing and saying it, it's like that's what you do. That's what you do. That's your profession.
You see, you agree, say that the same thing with Tinubu they do, but Tinubu they do in a very poor scale. That is why he brings agents to come and bamboozle Nigerians and feel that he can sell them what is nonsense. You know,
What
that
is
is what is
nonsense?
happening.
double chief.
Everything that
The whole package
everything
is
Tinubu
total
has done.
nonsense.
None
You
of
know,
your principals, whether
it is
ADC,
a
LP,
total
none of them
nonsense.
can achieve what Tinubu has achieved in 2 years. You guys are just even El Rufai
Failure.
Double
said.
chief, double
Did
chief, double
you
chief,
hear what El
double chief,
Rufai said?
double chief,
That
double
don't
chief. Let's
believe
be
Peter
double
Obi
chief.
or anybody that's saying
No,
4 years.
yeah, no
Don't
problem,
believe
no
them.
problem,
They're a
no
liar.
problem, no problem. Double
They are a
chief, double
bloody
chief, be
liar.
focused now.
Saying
Double chief, be focused.
they will
Double
solve the
chief,
problem
double
of
chief, try and
Nigeria
be
in 4
focused.
years.
Double
That's a
chief,
bloody lie.
double chief, try and be focused. Try and be focused. Try and be focused. Right? Here's what the focus is. The focus is right now. Right now is like, why is your principal trying to revise history? Why is he telling lies? You know, and then why is he deleting when he's caught in a lie? That's what I'm asking again. Here's the thing, double chief, right? He has all the resources available to him in everywhere. So why with all those resources he cannot read and see brilliance? Like that's what my question is to you. Focus on your principle. Don't talk about anything else. It doesn't make sense, right? Whoever it is you're talking about is not in government right now. Focus on who is in government, who is eating all the money, right? So please unmute your mic. Tell me about the
But
Lagos
as you are
lopsided
talking
appointment
about
and
the
its
people,
explanation.
we will talk about the person that want to take power too, because for you
No,
to
now,
want to take
bro.
power, you are
The
saying that
problem,
you can do better. We'll talk about
double chief.
you
That's
that
just
want to take
double chief.
power
That's
too.
disingenuous now. Double chief. That's
We have to
disingenuous.
talk
Double chief.
about the two
Elections are
people.
in
Your
2027 now.
principal
Double chief.
said
Hold on. Double
there will
chief.
be
Hold on. Double
protests
chief.
in
Hold on.
Abuja,
Double chief. No. Double
and he
chief. I'm not going to.
deleted it.
No. Like this is the same thing. You people have been in campaign mode since 2023. Can't you even govern? Answer to the questions that the people that you are supposedly ruling over are asking you. You can't even answer. Anytime we ask you questions, you run off to people who are not in power. Like, are you afraid of answering direct questions?
We've been governing since 2023. Tinubu has not rested. Look at everything he has done. from FX, balancing the FX,
Yeah, but
from the
double
subsidy
chief, I'm
removal,
asking you a direct
from
question now. You've not answered my direct
the
question.
different
San,
infrastructural
hold on,
projects going on
double chief, double chief.
simultaneously.
Ah, Jesus. Double Chief, I can tell you, this is, I've debated you before, which was a sheer waste of my time because I know you don't understand what you're talking about. You're just throwing out headlines. If I engage you now, you will be embarrassed on this space. You have no clue what you're talking about. You are way above your head, and you are. Ah, it's the same talking points. You guys just FX, as a subsidy remover, but you don't understand it. You, even if your life depends on it, you can't explain it. Shy, please, let's be guided, though.
Double chief, yeah, double chief. I'm not even debating all those ones with you. Double chief, let's just focus on the one at hand, right? There is one that is at hand right now. That Sanusi Dan Tata said that your president, hold on, let me read his exact words so I don't misconstrue. Your president, hold on, let me look for it. Let me get the tweet. Your president, he says, I think for what he says, I think it wasn't just a mistake. It had to be a deliberate attempt to distort reality. Double chief, please leave those who have not entered power. Let's focus on
Velele,
the man in power right now.
Velele,
Well, in on
Velele,
drop. Wait,
Velele.
please.
No, ask
Yeah.
him. Ask him to explain to us the economics and the how do you say it, the metrics behind how the FX was
He
studied. Because
doesn't
no,
understand
no.
it.
Yes, let's just give him time. Let's give him 3 minutes to
Tudo,
explain
how many times,
how the
how many
FX
times
was
will I
studied.
explain that?
Double
You
chief,
people,
are you
you
running?
obedient,
Double
Double
you
chief,
chief,
are you
think
can
that the
you
running?
can
enjoyment
you
of
can
Double
knowledge
chief,
you
are you
that
running?
you guys do
This one
All
is
every
right,
having
time.
okay?
sex.
You
Why
Um,
you
don't
say
know
Velele,
that?
hold
anything.
on.
Velele, let's
Double
let's
You want to
allow
talk,
Velele,
you
hold
say,
on.
oh,
Velele, let's
you don't
Tudo,
know
allow
hold on.
anything. Think you're
Velele,
enjoyment
Hold
of
on.
knowledge.
let's
Hold
I've
wait.
on.
debated
I
Velele,
think
with
I will
hold on.
Tudo on
Velele,
this
deliberate.
hold on.
issue several times.
Can you wait?
Can
Can
you
you
We'll
wait?
wait?
come back.
Just wait.
Double Chief,
Just
wait.
wait. Tudo, give me this time, please.
Yeah, let's allow him to explain. Chris, you're right.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You have 5 minutes. Explain to us how FS was stable. Explain the economics to us, please. You have 5 minutes.
Okay, in a simple term, so a lot of people are manipulating the FX just because, you know, they just have like influence and they know people in power like we have before. You see people who are not nothing today, they have access to dollars and they'll just take it and go take it to the black market and become billionaires overnight. It took out that. Of course, the people that are enjoying all those benefits, they're not going to be happy. Where the FX rate is, is not the same, you know. So once it took out that, a lot of people have lost uh, the way they make money. You see.
Yeah, a lot of people have
So
lost, Abby.
why are you laughing? What's
Come
funny?
on now,
Jesus is
double
Lord.
chief now,
What's
double
funny?
chief. I'm begging
A
you,
lot of
man.
people have
Guys,
lost.
let's allow him to go again. Guys, let's allow him to go again. Guys,
What's
hold on. Let's
funny
allow him
now?
to go again. Double chief, please go again, go again. Honestly, man, I
Oh
didn't
my
expect this, man. Hi, bro, double chief, go again. Double chief, go again. Don't keep it simple.
What you're laughing about, I don't know. So you guys expect governance is that you are part of the 419 you're talking about
No,
to
we're
not
laughing.
balance
God.
our monetary policy.
We're laughing because
So that was what.
we're laughing because
So that was what happened
you
just
sound
last.
What the?
idiotic.
Come
You
on
have
now,
You
no
are
double
a
clue
chief,
what
dumb
you're
ass.
talking
You are a
about.
dumb ass.
I
double
can't
chief,
hear
please.
you.
Double chief, go again. Double chief, don't worry. Go again. Don't keep it simple. Go into the details. Let's hear you. You have 5 minutes, double chief, please. I'm begging you, man. I want to understand what you said there. You are saying he took it out. They were not happy. Like, what does that
A lot
mean?
of people are
Double
not
chief,
happy.
please.
Yes.
Yeah, please, double chief, expand. These are
All
your
the
principal
all the
policies. Go ahead.
politicians. What are you I don't understand what's funny to you
Yeah,
guys.
You said
forget
he
about
took
those
Like
that
it
you're
are
not
out,
laughing. Double
educated.
chief, forget
and a
about
lot of
those that
people
are
are not
laughing. Double chief,
happy.
explain. Yeah,
And
You,
even the naira became stable after he took it out. He's,
No, Tudo,
he's
don't
still have
you
misconstrue
see
me.
how
control.
they do
That may
He's
not be
still
what.
have
fancy
game
that
of the
have
God,
told
play.
the money to what are you
God,
talking about? Why are you guys talking over each other?
Yeah, don't be offended. Don't be offended. Double chief, don't be offended. Don't be offended. Double chief, we are going to mute
No,
now.
let,
Please
let,
go
Sorry,
again.
sorry, sorry.
Tinubu
Please,
pull
please,
out
I
game.
beg.
Sorry,
Please,
Tinubu
sorry,
please,
pull out
please.
sorry. I
game
will
with
not
the
laugh
Please, it's
knowledge.
again.
okay
I
for
will
him to
not
make
laugh
a mistake
again.
the first time.
I
Allow him
will
to
not
go
laugh
again.
again.
Double chief.
Serious.
Yeah, no,
I
wahala,
will
no,
not
wahala.
laugh
Double
anymore.
I,
chief, go
Serious.
again, go
See,
again.
see.
Try again, try again. Let's see something. I want to
I'm
check something. I
serious.
beg. Just try.
I'm not trying anything again. If you don't understand what it means to balance our monetary and fiscal policy to go at the same rate, then I don't know what to
So you,
explain to
you
you.
yourself, you are laughing,
To
right?
balance
I
monetary
don't know what
policy
to
at the
explain
same
to
rate.
you.
What does that even mean?
This
I
guy
don't
is
know what to
throwing.
I
You
don't
are
know
He's
a
what
a
to
dumb
explain
you
to
ass.
are
you.
You
out
are
of your
50
league,
something
double
years
G.
old, but you are a dumb ass.
He's just throwing words
Okay,
around.
okay,
I'm a dumbass. I agree. Explain to me, Chris. Now you thought I'd be dumbass.
Look,
Explain it
if
to
you
me.
knew it, you only needed 10
You are the one
seconds.
that's supposed to
If
come
you
and
knew,
explain
if you
your
understand
government
it, you
policy
needed
to
10
us.
seconds to explain it. You didn't need 5 minutes.
Explain it now.
10
You that know it,
seconds.
explain it to us. Explain it to the
10
Nigerians
seconds.
or
So
the
if you don't
obedience.
know, you say you are in the country, you don't know.
I don't know.
You
I don't
don't
know. I
know.
don't know.
You don't
Explain it.
know
Yeah.
that you are spending billions of naira to steady the naira. You don't know that you are a dumbass at 50 something years old. You are a dumbass. I gave you
Explain.
5 minutes and you took it.
Is
You only
that the
needed five
explanation?
seconds. Five
You are a big
seconds.
fool.
You are a
You are a big
dumbass.
fool. You are a fool at 40 or 50 or whatever age you are. You cannot explain. You said I'm a dumbass. I agree.
I'm
Explain it to
34. You are
us
a
in a
dumbass.
different terms.
You are a
Okay,
dumbass.
explain it to us in a different
I
terms.
just explained it to
I'm
you in
waiting.
5 seconds. In 5 seconds.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Five
I'm
fucking
waiting.
seconds. I gave you 5 minutes. They happy. You needed 5 seconds. Dumbass. I just explained to you. I just explained it to you in 5 seconds.
What did you explain? I didn't hear anything.
Double,
You are just yelling.
double
Monetary
chief,
You
policy
are
to
just
steady the
yelling on
rate. What does
yourself.
that
double
even
chief.
I
mean?
I
Let's
did
help you. Let's help you. Okay. I want you to
no no no
Google.
no no. Today don't help me. I want
No,
Chris to
no. You
explain.
need to be helped
No no no
because
no no.
you sound
Chris,
very
you called.
pathetic. You sound very pathetic right now. Hmm? You're not gonna get your urgent 2K, so you need help. So I want you to Google how much the CBN is injecting, all right, to stabilize the naira. Q1, Q2. We just started we just ended Q3, September. Yeah. So now we're going towards sorry, we're ending Q3. Sorry. That's the end of September. Then Q4 will be October, November, December. So from Q1 to Q3, I want you to Google how much the central bank is spending. Q1 alone, $4.7 billion they injected
No,
for
he
the
doesn't know.
naira to find stability at the level that it's at right now.
Now,
You
Tudo,
are
Tudo,
more,
you did the wrong thing, Tudo. You should have asked him, are we still how is the float of the naira? Is it a pure float or a dirty float? What did
we
they
have
tell us? What
told
are they
him
doing?
He
we have
You
does
should have
told
not
him
asked
know
that
to
one.
that we
resign.
are
But Tudo,
spending
Tudo, Tudo,
billions
this thing
of
you did now, I
naira
don't
to
like it. Tudo,
stabilize the
Tudo,
naira. He does not know.
I
I
just want
gave
to
you
yeah,
let
yeah,
you
five
know.
yeah, yeah.
minutes. You
Guys,
took it.
you need to,
You needed
guys,
only 5 seconds.
He's
Chris,
Googling, he's Googling. I want to
it's
let
Googling.
Dumbass.
Okay, it's Googling. Okay, okay. Yeah, but
56
here's the
years
thing, right?
old, but
Here's
you
the
are
thing.
a dumbass.
Even with the Googling, it still will not work. Double chief, still Google, quite
You
steal
don't
from
know.
Google.
You
Mo
are in
check.
Nigeria. You
I
don't
still
know
think
that
say
the
no go work.
CBN is spending
It don't go
billions of
still work,
naira
guys.
to stabilize the naira. Where does that happen? You are spending billions of naira to stabilize the naira. I gave you five
Why
minutes. You
lying
jumped
that
and
that is
quit.
not what you are doing? You know? Why lying that
56
that's not
years
what you are
old,
doing?
oh,
It's
this
like,
man.
why
bro.
56
lying that
years
you're not
old.
doing it?
Every small time you're asking somebody, he's talking about those that are
Because
not in office. Like, bro, be focused now.
gullible people like double chief are stupid to believe the lie, the floating lie that the government is telling. So they send him out there to go and be embarrassing himself, right? That's what they do. They send you out to go and embarrass yourself, and you don't know, you have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know jack shit.
You know your life, you see your life.
You know what the funny part? I gave this 56-year-old man 5 minutes. He took it. You only needed 5 seconds.
Is it 56? I
He's
don't think so.
56. He's 50. He said it himself. He's 56.
It's a lie. Double chip is lying. How can it be 56?
That was what
No,
he said.
I refuse that for him, man. I refuse. Don't you know if full at 40, that one don't pass. I refuse that for
Chris,
you. Double chief, I
I,
debunk that on your behalf.
I know
I
for a
debunk
He
fact
it.
was
that
the one
Chris,
that said it
Double
himself.
chief,
finish school.
double chief,
Chris,
double chief, I
you
accept
could
your
tell me,
explanation. Please, let's do fuel
Chris,
subsidy. Double chief, let's
Double
do fuel
chief,
subsidy
never,
next.
never.
Cool.
Double
Me
chief,
and you, we are not
let's
on
I
do
the
know
fuel
same
you didn't
level. If you
finish
subsidy.
see me
school.
on a space, you get the fuck out of the space. You are a dumbass.
I know you didn't finish school. You never made a point.
I
Anywhere where
have
I
two
see you
master's
for space.
degrees. I'm not even using them. You
You're a
fucking
big fool
asshole.
with two masters. You're
I
a
have two
fool with
fucking
two
master's
masters.
degrees. I'm not even using them, idiot.
Those
56
those
years
your two
old.
masters
Double
cannot
chief,
account to one.
double
I'm
chief,
an Ivy League graduate.
double
I'm
chief,
an
don't be
Ivy League
offended.
school graduate.
Yeah, double chief, don't be offended. Let's do subsidy next. Let's do subsidy next. Another 5 minutes, double chief, please. What did Tinubu do with subsidy? Let me mute my mic.
Are you sure you want to do this to him?
Yeah, I mean, it's a recorded space. I mean, what else am I going to use to catch cruise when I wake up later in the day?
We're going to
Double chief,
crop this
please go
space.
ahead.
We're going to crop this
Yeah,
space and send it to your supervisor. You won't get your urgent today. I
double
promise
chief,
you.
please, subsidy. Double chief, please, subsidy is the next one, please.
Valele, you're not a
I
good
don't blow.
person.
I
I
I
don't
know,
know
blow
what
I know.
you're
guy.
saying.
Allow me.
They don't blow
Allow
the
me.
guy.
Valele, I know
Allow me.
what you're talking.
Double
You're
chief,
not.
Chief, listen to me. If you
So,
see me
so,
on a
so,
space, me and you, we are not on the same level. If
Valele,
you see me on any space, run away from
you
that
are a
space.
fool.
This
Chris,
is Chris talking.
even
Any
if
space
I
you
talk
meet
to
me on,
anybody, I
any
know for
space
a
you
fact
meet me
that
on,
you're a
run
big
away
fool.
from that space because
You
me
are
and
a
you, we are
fool.
not
You
on
are
the
a
same
big
level.
fool.
You remember the day you
Yeah,
told
you
me
are
you
in
are
a lower
56
level.
years
You
old
are on
and
the
you told me I will
staircase.
not live
You know
long,
the lower
right?
part of the
You are
stairs.
56,
That's what
you
we
are a
say.
dumbass.
We are not on
And
the
you will
same
never have
level,
any sense
idiot.
until you are 60, until you are
Chris,
70, and then you
Chris,
go to your
You
grave
are
a
a big
dumbass.
Chris,
fool. Big
You are a
fool.
Chris,
That's
dumbass.
what you
Chris,
are.
Chris, the problem I
A
have with
fool
this
you think
this
you give.
information is that it's not shareable. It's not shareable. Double chief, please, if you don't mind, I'm going to mute my mic now. Double chief, tell me about how Tinubu solved the subsidy
Belele,
problem.
you are a school dropout trying to
Yes,
question my
I know.
intellect.
Double chief, I'm not arguing.
You,
Yes,
you
I'm
are
not
a school
arguing.
dropout. What do
Yes,
you know
no
about
problem.
the question you're asking
No
me?
problem.
I
Double chief, no
explained to you
problem.
in
Tell me
simple
about
terms.
subsidy. Double
You
chief,
guys said
double
they are
chief,
still defending the naira. I agree they're still defending the naira, but at what cost? Is it the
double
same
chief,
amount we're defending before
double
Tinubu
chief.
came
You
in?
I've moved on. Double
agree?
chief, I've moved on from
Is it the
from
same
He
subsidy.
amount?
says he agrees.
Of
Double
They are
chief,
course,
I've
defending
moved
the
on.
Yemi,
I've
naira.
moved on
no,
from
no, no.
naira
Clarify the
defense.
Yemi
Double
Kabo
chief,
language.
is not an idiot
double chief,
information. The central bank
double chief,
president, the
double
central
chief,
bank governor
double
said
chief.
it
Hold on
himself on
now.
an interview.
Double
It
chief,
was
hold on.
something he admitted.
Double
Nobody
chief,
has
hold on.
ever lied that they're
One
not
house,
defending
one
the,
Double
house,
chief.
the
one
All
house.
naira.
right, double
Please,
chief,
we are
Yemi
trying.
Cardoso
Some of us are
said it
trying
on
to
be
an
nice for
learn.
you to
interview.
calm down.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. My head is spinning. So you just read it now. All of a sudden, what is your comeback? Because they have to defend the naira. If you have never said you're not defending the naira, you see your life.
Double chief, we move.
They have to defend it. Is it the same amount we are defending before Tinubu came in that we are defending now? Our productivity is not strong.
Guy, you said on this space that you were floating the naira. That was what you said. You on this space today, or not what you said in the past, so on this space today, that you guys are floating the naira. You cannot be floating and come and say, oh, of course, we were defending it. Do you understand what floating means? That's what I've told you. This is above we are above your pay. This is above your pay grade. Go back,
Are we the only country that
go
does that?
back,
Double
And our
chief, you
go
are
back
productivity,
shifting
and check
you are
the
shifting the
our
tape.
goalpost. Double chief, you are shifting the goalpost, but it's okay. It's okay. Double chief, don't worry. I've learned from you. Let's move to the next one. Subsidy. Subsidy is the next one. Subsidy.
Velele,
Tell
be
us about
quiet.
subsidy.
What don't you know about subsidy again?
No, I want to know how Tinubu handled the subsidy something. Everybody I've
Let me
met is
see. If
saying
I
that
were
Tinubu
you,
is a
I
failure.
won't take
Hold on.
debate. If I were
Yeah,
you, I
okay.
wouldn't take debate.
No, just give me a minute. Give me a minute.
So, 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 Tudo,
Double chief. Let me finish now. Double chief, I'm
Velele, be
begging. Now let me
quiet
finish
for
now.
once.
Mute.
So,
Double chief
so
now.
you guys,
Double chief. If you don't, double chief, just hold on for a bit. Hold on for a bit. Hold on for a bit. Right.
yeah.
Everybody that is
So
outside
you guys
Tinubu's
don't
camp.
agree. You
Double
don't
chief,
agree
hold
that
on now.
subsidy has
Double
been
chief,
removed
please
too.
hold on. Aye, double
I
chief,
think
please hold.
you are
Double
living
chief.
in an echo
Double chief,
chamber.
please hold on. Double chief, please
You
hold on.
don't
Double
have,
chief, please.
you don't believe
Double
that
chief,
subsidy has been
aye.
removed
Double
too.
chief now. Double chief, hold on. Double chief, please hold on. Double chief, hold on. Hold on. Tinubu announced subsidy is gone, right, on his very first day. That was a policy decision. Here's the thing. Everybody that I've met thinks that he did, like he behaved like an utter imbecile. This is what people have told me. But I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. Please explain to me how Tinubu handled subsidy. Just explain why the announcement, the justification for everything, everything that you know about subsidy that he did. Just go ahead, sir.
Sorry, before I answer, Chris, private chat me, I beg. Chris, please.
Double Chief, are you still browsing? If I can give you some more time, if I don't know if you're looking at
Okay,
I
double
was
chief, you
thinking
need
you
that
would know
one
the
with
policies like the back
50%.
of your hand. Yeah, but it's just subsidy.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. Double Chief,
Yeah,
you are muted.
double,
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're muted.
yeah,
You're muted. Carry on, carry on.
yeah. I'm unmuted now. So what do you want to know about subsidy removal? They took out the subsidy. So what are you asking me that you want to know? Are we paying
Oh
the
no,
same
no. Okay,
price?
no.
Isn't that why?
Let me tell you.
Isn't
Let
that
me tell you. Let me tell you. And people outside are saying that he removed it worse than an imbecile will. I want you to sort of like defend that position. Do you think he did the best thing? You know, what did he do right? What did he do wrong? All that kind of stuff. That's what I want to know.
oh, it did exactly what is supposed to be done because there are a lot of people benefiting from the subsidy. Countries they were having riots and they were angry that based on a policy decision that we took in Nigeria, people are supporting our subsidies and our oil. They're taking it to different countries to sell it at a different price. That is not sustainable. How are we going to move forward? And that's why subsidy had to
You
go.
shifted the goalpost, sir. I don't know if you observed
How
though,
did
but
I
I'm
keep the
asking.
goalpost, bro?
No, now
If
I
you
will
are
show
not
you. Now I will show
if
you.
you are
Double
not
chief, I will show you.
intelligent enough,
Double chief, I will
or
show you. Double chief, I will
wait
show you. I will
now,
show you. Double chief, I understand you are trying to insult me to get me to be distracted, but don't worry, I'm okay with you now.
what are
Double
you
chief,
trying
just
to
listen.
show me?
Double chief, listen now. You just asked me how did you ship the GoPro. I'm about to show you now. Like, can I show you, or do you want to? What do you want to do? Thank you for muting. Double chief, I just said, right, that a lot of people in Nigeria, leave people outside the country. A lot of people in Nigeria think that the way Tinubu removed the subsidy, he did it worse than an imbecile, an utter imbecile will. And I'm saying, explain how what he did it right, and everything about it, right? Explain what he did exactly, how he did it right, and why those who think he moved like an imbecile are wrong. That's what I asked, not how people in Cameroon and Chile are faring. That one no concern me. Carry on, sir.
So first of all, it's very disgraceful that people will have that kind of remarks towards their own president. At least have some decorum and some, respect for that office by calling your own president an imbecile. So are
No,
we happy
I'm
to
quoting. I'm
take
saying
that back?
worse than an
Take that
imbecile.
back.
Not
Take
hold
that
on.
back first. I'm
Double
not
chief,
going to have a
you're not
conversation
listening
with
to
you
me.
by
You're not listening.
insulting the office of
Double
the
chief, you're
president.
not listening to me.
So
Double chief, you're not listening. Double
take
chief,
that back
listen.
first
Double
and
chief,
rephrase your
listen.
question
Double chief,
before I
listen.
talk to you.
Double chief, listen
I'm not
now.
going to insult
Listen.
you.
Double
I'm
chief,
not here for you
listen.
to
Double chief,
insult the
really listen
president.
to me now. Double chief, the insult is even worse. You're not listening to me. The people I heard it from told me he was worse than an imbecile, not an imbecile, worse. Right? And hey, I've been on this place and you've told me I did not
You
go
are
to
still
school. I'm a school.
repeating the
Hold on
same
now,
thing.
double chief, listen
You are
now.
still repeating
Double
the
chief,
same thing.
listen. Double chief, listen. Kwano, listen. Double chief, I've been on this place and you've insulted me and told me I did not go to school. I did not do this. I did not do that. Me, I'm not insulting your president yet. I'm just telling you
I
what other
can
people have
insult
told
you.
me.
You are not the
Double chief,
president
listen
and you don't
now.
hold any political
Double chief. When
office.
I'm done,
If you're a
I'll mute
governor,
my
I
mic.
won't talk to you like that.
I'll mute my mic.
If you're a
Double chief. When I'm
senator,
done,
I'm not going to talk to you
double
like
chief.
that.
When I'm
But
done,
you are
I'll mute
just
my mic.
a
Double
voice on
double
the
chief.
internet.
Double chief, when
So
I'm
who
done,
are
I'll
you
mute.
that I
Double
cannot
chief, please
insult you?
mute
I will
your
insult you.
microphone now. Double chief, mute your mic. When I'm done, I'll mute my mic. Thank you. Double chief, what I'm saying is that I've told you how people think, and I want you to justify the position. If you want me not to tell you what other people think, go and watch TVC News. I saw your principal watching it the other day. It's allowed. Don't you want to hear what Nigerians think, or what are you thinking? Like, what do you want me to do exactly? I've told you what people are thinking. You don't want to hear that one. What do you want us to do now, double chief? I've explained to you what people think, and I'm telling you, explain it so maybe I can take that clip in and show them that, hey, a Tinubu
Okay, let me
supporter who
explain it
understands.
to
Okay,
you.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
So there's no easy way to remove the subsidy. It's something that we eventually, no president have the balls to do it. This man took a bold decision to remove the subsidy. No president because of the political, and that's what he's facing now. The political.
All right, to that, maybe that was a mistake. Double chief, don't be offended. That was a mistake. Double chief, don't be offended. You stopped that. He had the balls to do it. Double chief, that's where you stop. Carry on. Carry on. He had the balls. Double chief, the mute is out. Carry on, double chief, please.
Sorry, guys. Double Chief was scratching me in the head. He was scratching me in the head. Double chief, I don't know, man. Let's take a commercial break. Let's do that. All right. Double chief.
Who the first? I beg, who get that song? Who get that song? I beg.
Double chief, I
Supporter is
apologize.
equal to 20 obedience
Double chief, I
anywhere.
apologize. Yes,
Look
I
at
know, I know.
one
Double chief, I know,
one
I
APC
apologize. I
supporter is
apologize.
equal
I
to
know.
20 obedience.
Yes,
On
I
You
now.
guys
apologize.
cannot
Double chief,
stand
double
it.
chief, carry
Don't
on.
Okay,
play.
who get that song?
Sorry, guys. It's getting noisy and it's bad for listening. Double chief, I have told you before, you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what you're talking about. So you are doing all these things, to distract from the main issue. They're asking you policy questions. You are saying, take it back. Don't insult your president. Respect the office. If you really know your shit, like if that was me and I found myself in a space like this, and you if you really know your shit, you won't be distracted by all these other things. The way to show that you know your stuff is to demonstrate it. Stop all these other things you're doing. We're not stupid, right? We see through it. Okay. So let's try again. Let's try again. Answer the simple question. All right. Answer the simple question of subsidy that he asked you, so we can have a real conversation. There are others that want to chime in as well. Are you ready now? Go ahead.
Double chief, the
Yeah.
mute is off.
So
Okay,
so
carry on,
during the
carry on.
okay. So during the campaign, none of the presidential candidates, um, said that they were not going to remove this. So everybody agreed on that issue. If it was to be, in terms of if there's a rating or some kind of poll that was done, that would be like a 90-10% issue that everybody agreed on. We all agreed. Who's going to do it? That's the problem. And we have a president that made that decision. There's never going to be an easy way to do it or to go about it. But he did it anyways, knowing fully well the political consequence of the decision he's making. But because this man loves Nigeria so much and he want the best for Nigeria, and he did it anyways. And we are seeing the benefit, and gradually things are turning around. Even your principal agreed that he would have done the same thing.
Double chief,
But
you know
we have.
you are deviating again, but I want to
How am
mention
I
that before you carry
deviating?
on.
Guy, if you ask me a question, you want me, don't tell me how am I deviating? I'm still on the same topic. How am I
So
deviating?
why do you think that we needed to cancel subsidies, suspend it, or whatever the fuck?
Because it wasn't benefiting Nigerians. It wasn't benefiting Nigerians in any way. And the people, the cabals that were benefiting from it, they were using it to sponsor bandits and even, all over the place. So
Okay,
subsidy has to
thank you,
go.
thank you, double
No, no,
chief.
no.
On what
Before
day
you,
did Tinubu
Nigeria
remove?
was corruption.
and it was there a way you could have fixed that problem without suspending subsidy?
There's no any other way to fix it. There's
Thank you,
no any. If anybody tell you
thank you,
there's a
thank
way,
you, thank
if
you,
there's
thank you.
anybody that
Please,
told you there's a way to fix it, is a
on what
lie.
day did Tinubu remove subsidy? On what day did Tinubu remove subsidy?
The very first day, the very first day, he announced it.
Velele, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Um,
I'm done.
do you know how many OPEC countries have suspended subsidy for their citizens? Are you googling it? I better do quick now.
No, how many?
Eh?
None.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, the answer is 0. Would you like to know why? I don't think you cared. Again, what's your boss
Double
show?
chief, let me ask you again so we can all be very clear. On what day did Tinubu remove subsidy?
Auction. Sometimes we are 200 million people allegedly in Nigeria, and yet our productivity match our population? Let me ask you that. You guys have been asking me a lot of questions. Our productivity as a nation, does it match?
Do you know Nigeria's daily output, crude oil production per day, per barrels daily?
It's not up to 2 million now,
So it's not up to 2 million, right?
at all.
Okay. So what are we doing at the moment? Give me a ballpark.
For Qatar is less than 20 million people.
Yeah.
Qatar. What's their daily
No, give me
production?
Nigeria's number. I'm asking you about
No, no,
Nigeria.
no, 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 no. I just told you it's less than 2 million
So
barrels per
you
day.
don't know the exact number.
Yeah, I don't know. It's between 1.3, 1.5.
All right. Look.
Double chief. I mean, you are standing me a few minutes ago. Double chief, on what day did Tinubu remove subsidy? Are you browsing it again? Like, it's like, is the IMF now wrong? I'm trying to figure out who should I believe, Tinubu or the IMF. Like, where you can browse this one too. Like, Double chief, you can unmute. Now, I don't think there's a mute on that. Because this thing you said now, I've heard it from a different guy from the same propaganda group. He told me that if
Well,
Tinubu did not remove
you
subsidy,
know, answer a
that
question now.
what did he say? What
If
did
you
tell you?
know, answer a question. Well,
Yeah,
if you
like
know, answer a question. Let me ask him.
okay, all right.
Double check.
I'm Tudo, you've not answered my question now. You were asking me a question about production. Tudo,
Double chief,
you need to
hold on.
you need
Double
to
chief, hold on.
respond.
I'm here.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah,
You
so
are
so
you
I'm
are
asking about
so
our how many barrels
so
per day.
you are double chief. I can't engage you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Because
but double chief, don't worry. Double chief, don't worry. I can engage you. Don't worry, double chief. I'm here for
yeah,
you. Double chief, hold
it's
on. What day did Tinubu remove
sorry.
subsidy again? I for the record, because I'm confused now. It's like, is IMF a liar? Is that what you're saying, double chief? Are you saying IMF are liars? Double chief, unmute your mic now. You just called IMF liars by extension a few minutes ago. That's why I didn't want to like interrupt that one, so it to be on record. Double chief, unmute now.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that you guys are talking about subsidy and why we need to remove subsidy. And
No,
Tudo was
no, double chief. That's
talking
not what I
about.
said. Double chief, no, double chief.
Wait
You
now,
just called
wait.
IMF liars a
Tudo
few
said
minutes
you
ago,
can.
and I'm
Tudo,
trying to remedy
on
that. No, double
record,
chief,
you said you cannot engage.
double chief, hold
So
on,
when you guys
double chief,
don't have
hold on.
anything to,
No,
you don't
it's
have any
because
defense. You don't have anything to come
no,
back with. You said you cannot engage.
double chief,
200
hold on,
million people.
double
Excuse
chief,
me. Can you mute your mic for a minute? No, 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 no,
uh,
no, no. Can you mute your mic?
no, I
200 million people.
don't want to double chief, hold on,
1.5 million barrel per
double chief,
day.
hold on,
And you want the same
double chief. The
level of
problem I have,
infrastructure,
double chief,
social.
hold on now,
Excuse
double
me
chief.
now. Let me finish my thoughts. Let me
Double chief,
finish
hold
my
on,
train of thoughts.
double chief,
Kept
hold on,
calling double
double
chief.
chief, hold
Let
on,
me finish. I have to finish. Let me finish what I'm saying.
hold on now,
I know this
This
is
is
not
not a
good.
market
hold on, double
square.
chief, you finish, just
Let me
hold on,
finish
double
what
chief,
I'm
hold
saying.
on,
Let me finish my train
hold
of
on,
thought. You guys
double
keep
chief, hold on,
cutting me
you
every
finish
minute.
now, double
I
chief,
know
hold
this is
on.
the lion's den and I'm on the
No,
opposition.
double chief, there's
But
Tudo,
let
nothing,
me finish my
Tudo,
there's
train
nothing
of
like
thought.
that. Double chief, there's
Tudo,
Continue.
nothing like
control
that.
your
Double chief,
space. Please
don't
take
mute your
over
mic,
like this before.
I want to mute
Just
your mic.
allow him.
Tudo.
Just allow him. I beg,
No,
I
the
beg.
reason I'm saying is because the other time that I told him the insult they laid on his president, he didn't allow me talk. Now that he has called IMF liars, he wants me to allow him to talk. That's hypocrisy now. That's actually hypocrisy. So, double chief, you just called IMF liars. Are you going to retract that statement on this space?
Tudo, I'm saying we should compare the output oil output of Qatar per day, compare it to that of their population, and then you are a very intelligent guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the
I don't
thing is that
insult
Tudo
people,
does not
but
want
do
to
the
engage you now.
calculation and
Okay, okay, hold
compare
on.
it to that of
Double chief,
Nigeria,
do you
200
believe? Do you
million
believe in
and
that?
1.5 million barrel per day to 200 million people. I'm saying it's our level of production. You guys are demanding a lot in terms of social.
Double chief. Who did the federal government pay subsidy to in 2024?
No,
Look at what happened.
calm down. We need to address that statement in a very technical manner. Double Chief just said that the International Monetary Fund are liars. That's what he just said on this page. By extension, he didn't say that, but that's what he implied. So, Double Chief, please, are you going to retract that statement because that's an international organization, or are you standing by what you said? Double Chief, you're no more talking. If you think you're talking, you're no more talking. So now you've muted. I don't know what the plan is. Like, are you letting your statement stand? Because the problem is that if I come out and say that your president lied and that you're a liar, you say I'm insulting you. But I just want to establish something.
You're trying to put words in my mouth.
Don't be
I
offended.
didn't
Don't be
say that.
offended. Don't be offended. Yeah,
You're
go
trying
ahead.
to
Go
put
ahead.
words in my mouth.
Don't be offended. Don't be offended. Yeah, is the IMF
So
lie or
what
not?
I
Yeah, are
said,
they liars or not?
excuse
Yeah, go
me,
ahead.
I'm not talking about. Excuse me, I told you that the president announced on the day of inauguration that subsidy is gone, and subsidy is gone. It
Yeah, don't
wasn't
be
even
offended.
the
No,
Buhari has.
hold on. Now, when did he remove subsidy? That's what I asked. I didn't ask when he made the announcement. I asked when he removed subsidy. That's what I asked before. If you bear me witness.
There was no provision for subsidy, even in the
Yeah,
2024
you know, you're
budget.
not. Is
I
your name
want
not
to
double
engage
chief?
me.
Your
Tudo
name is not
refuse
double
to
chief.
engage me just because I say
No,
you
now
cannot
double chief,
you cannot
I
compare our
double
level
chief,
of production to kind
double
of
chief.
the social amenities
Tudo
that
does
you
not
guys
want to
always
engage
complain
you now.
about.
You are not talking.
The kind of social
Hey,
amenities you guys always
yeah,
complain
but
about that.
double
Oh, go
double
big
One
chief,
house,
government, do that.
double
please.
chief. Tudo does
We
not
are
want to engage
producing
you. So
1.5
double
barrel
chief,
a
Tudo
day
does not
for
want to
200
engage
million
you.
people.
Double chief. This
Qatar
thing
is
you are saying now
2.8
does not answer
million,
my own question. Double chief, why are you
Make sure
telling me
your
what Tudo
and
point.
they
needs
are
to hear?
producing 1.8.
All right, double
So
chief. All right,
how are we going to fund this?
double chief,
How are we
double chief.
supposed to fund it with our
Double
level of
chief, double chief,
production?
hold on now.
Are
Double
we
chief,
that
Tudo
productive?
does not want to engage you. Why are you talking to him when he doesn't want to
No. You
engage
must
you?
engage. There's
Which
no
one is he
day
must
that Tudo
engage
wants
now?
to engage me
Wait,
that I've never
double chief,
backed
hold
down,
on now.
Guys, one
regardless.
house.
Yeah,
I've
double,
never
no,
backed
hold
down,
on,
regardless of the
double chief,
insults,
Tudo does not want
regardless
to
of the
engage you. You say he
opposition.
must engage.
I've never backed
I don't
down.
Valele,
understand double
So
chief.
you
Valele,
must engage.
Valele,
He doesn't want to
Valele,
engage you. That's why,
Valele,
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Valele. Valele, many people want to speak. Many people want to
No,
speak.
I
Please,
want.
many
I
people
don't
want
establish.
to
want to
speak.
speak.
Hold
I
on.
want to listen.
It's okay.
But
It's okay.
everybody's talking at
No.
the
Many
same
people
time. We
want to
can't hear
speak. Please.
anybody.
You guys have been on this. Let some people speak,
Haba.
please.
No, Tudo
Thank you.
have to answer
Please,
my
this
question now.
this this space.
Yeah,
How are we going to move
but
forward if you are
Tudo
not
does
No,
not want
double
to
basic
chief
engage.
comes to
question
this
that
space to answer questions.
it's a basic question that I'm asking.
But I'm asking
Our
you one
level
and you
of
don't want to
production,
answer.
is
I'm
it
No,
asking you one and you
about?
don't
yes,
want to
we've been
answer.
asking him
Guys,
No.
questions.
What
So
you're
when he
asking me is
asks a question,
irrelevant.
let's
let us
The
respond to
question
it
you're
too,
asking me
so
is
Yeah,
that
but double
irrelevant.
it's a
chief, how is the one
communication
you're
now.
asking relevant then?
Belele,
It, it,
Belele, hang on. Let's because there are others that want to speak.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
double chief, I say I don't want to engage you because you don't know what you're talking about. So it's a sheer waste of time. We give you.
okay, I
Hold on,
understand.
hold on,
You
hold
you
on.
are the epitome of
Listen
knowledge.
to me.
Answer
I'll
my
drop you.
question. That I
I'm going to
just.
drop you if you don't let me speak.
But I just ask you a question.
I'm
Try to
going to
answer
Yeah,
the
drop
but
you
double
question.
if you
chief,
don't let me
I've been
speak.
asking you a question too.
So we give you an information, you go and Google, and then you form a narrative, and then you tweak what you were saying before. So it's like you're playing the game of whack-a-mole. It's difficult to nail you down. We're not having a real conversation here, right? You are a sycophant.
You are somebody that just wants to talk up the government. And even when we are giving you facts here, right? You don't care. You don't care about that the facts we're giving you. You will take it even when you don't know. Instead of you to acknowledge, oh, I didn't know that. You go and
Tudo.
Google, please mute your
So
mic.
you
Mute your
know
mic. No,
better.
no, no, I'm not done. I am
Ngozi
not done.
Kunje
Mute your
Wela
mic.
talked about the
Instead of you at least to be a Nigerian for once in your fucking life. Be a Nigerian. Jeez. We give you an information, you Google it, and you realize, okay, I didn't know that before. But what you do is when you Google it, you form a narrative about it, and then you come back and then it's all over. That's why I'm saying I can't discuss with you. I can't debate you. Because you don't know what you're talking about. Number two, this is a freebie for you. When you are talking about subsidy removal, the reason I ask you about OPEC countries is because it's not relative to your population. It's about your PMS consumption, right? It's not about the barrels per day in production. No. Nigeria has not, that's where the real corruption is. Nigeria has not been able to identify the exact volume when it comes to our daily PMS consumption. I don't know if you knew that. So you see,
Of course,
I can't
how
discuss
are we
with
gonna
you.
know? Didn't
I
Dagote
can't.
come up with the
All
right
right.
amount?
Let's just move forward here. Let's just move forward. I'm done with you.
I forgot
Yeah,
who came. I think Danny came up first, but I'm not too sure. I'm not very sure.
myself, please.
Okay, go ahead then.
Okay, I just have like one or two things to say. A lot of us are on this space to learn, and we can't learn if everybody is talking. I feel a conversation has to do with two people. When you ask him a question and he responds, whether he responds gives a right answer or a wrong answer, he has a right to ask a question and to ask a question as well, so it can flow. Because when he asks his question, that way you can judge his level of intelligence as well. But when you keep asking him a question and then you don't respond to his questions, I was on a space yesterday that they were defending another. Like, I don't want obedience. We shouldn't be like this. We have to agree to disagree. I don't the insults. Nobody's a child here now. Let's learn.
So,
When everybody is
sorry,
talking
hold
at the
on, hold
same
on, hold
time,
on.
I can't
Mrs.
learn anything. Oh.
Mrs. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So we know this guy, right? He's not like you. He's not. This thing you're saying, this is not who he is. He's not here to engage. He's not here to discourse. He's a rabble rouser. It doesn't matter what you tell him. His goal is to sell APC and Tinubu. You see what I'm saying? That so people are you can't engage them. So we know him. This is not the first time that he's coming to the space. So that's why you see what you're saying.
That's why I asked,
Yeah.
did he come to this space
He comes here all the
to
time.
answer
All the
questions?
time, every time. Sometimes we don't let him in. Most times we don't let him in. But today we just say, okay, let's just have fun. So it's like our pinata on this space. We just like to punch him because he doesn't know shit. But doesn't like to admit. But let's just move on with the
Okay,
conversation.
I'm
Please go
done.
ahead.
Thank you.
I think Danny will go next. Danny, you can go ahead.
Tudo, oh,
And double
Nigeria,
chief mute mic. Now more other people
Yeah,
talk.
Omo.
Now double chief, I beg. Now more other people talk. Double chief, I beg. Danny, go ahead.
Get the fuck out of the space, otherwise I'll throw you out.
Please don't remove him. Please don't remove him. Please, after
I'm not
everybody, please.
though.
No,
I'm
I have
no,
not. I want you
hold
engagement.
guys to
on,
get your
hold
Please,
point of
on,
I have
view.
hold
engagement.
on,
We're
hold on.
Olori Buruku
yeah.
Omale.
Tudo,
Can
I
you
was
hear me?
actually waiting for that. That's the way he always ends it. It will cost you out and abuse you. This man told me that I will not live long, that I will not live up to 40. This man. That was when he told me that he is 56, that I'm only in my early 30s, that I will not see 40. This man said it. That is the way he ends it and he leaves. And someone is coming here for you are I'm sure she doesn't know him. That's why.
No, I don't know.
This
That's why I'm
this guy,
asking.
that's what he does. He goes to space. He doesn't know jack shit. He just wants to defend Tinubu and defend APC. He doesn't know jack shit.
But that's typical now of them.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So double
but
chief.
the thing is though, I don't have any issues against people defending Tinubu. I have issues when people call or imply that IMF are liars on a recorded space. That's why I have issues. But let's move the mic. After me and double chief will settle down. Danny, please go ahead and talk.
Yeah,
Before Danny talk, you say you don't have any issue with people defending Tinubu. You are one of the problem. If
Mute
you
your
don't
mic,
know,
Joe.
you
This
are
your
one of the people.
revisionist. Mute your mic. I don't have your time today, Joe. Mute your mic.
No,
Mute your
no, no.
microphone, Mute your microphone. Danny talk. Then me and double chief will. Some people are fools, not allowed to be fools. As people not allowed to be stupid. You double chief deciding to be a fool. You don't want him to be a fool. You gotta respect yourself on this place, Eche. Just respect yourself, man. Everything you're revising everything someone is saying. Mute your microphone, Danny talk.
yeah. So double chief Ekaro.
Violet, say please. Say
Okay. Sweet. Okay. Should
Can
I
you
go?
guys hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, Danny, we can hear you. Sorry.
yes,
Oh,
sir,
okay,
yes,
there are
sir.
two Dannys, so that's true. There are two Dannys. Ah, God, sorry. Danny Jebo, maybe you wait. Let's Eze Danny Hoga. I think he came up first. Eze Danny Ho, please, you can go.
Okay, yeah. So before I made my presentation, I wanted to get a clarification from one of the speakers. So he made mention of how fuel being subsidized in Nigeria being carried out to other nearby countries. So I was so what is our security men doing, those guarding the borders? Are we saying that our border is very porous such that even Boko Haram, other kidnappers can come in, do whatever they want and go? And then while carrying this fuel, nobody stops them on the way and drive all the way to other countries to sell this as fuel. So is that what you are implying? And secondly, what's the actual barrel we are making a day, apart from what is quoted out there?
Okay, just to add to that question, in case so that they will just answer at the same time. Hello, can anybody hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. So to kind of add to that question, so can somebody tell me why Tinubu has been reluctant to go and condone or visit victims of violence all across Nigeria? Why is he so reluctant? Why has he refused? Why is he ashamed? Or why is he scared to meet one on one with all the thousands and hundreds of thousands of victims whose life has been completely wiped out and destroyed due to terrorism all across the country? Even when he had a chance to do that at Benue, he came up with an excuse. He would rather go to a banquet than to actually go meet the victims in Yelwata. Why has this president, unlike every other president in every other country where they have tragedy befalling citizens, whether in the US, in Canada, in the UK, in South Africa, in India, you see the presidents within 48 hours. They are at the site or location of those incidents, meeting with the victims, embracing them, consoling them, telling them that it's going to be okay. Like I said before earlier, when I made my submission earlier, even animals, look at the videos on YouTube. Animals, when their children cry out or when the kids cry out, you see the animals go and attend to the children. But when Nigerians cry out, Tinubu is reluctant to go and listen, to go and hold on to this, to go and visit with the victims. Is it that he's not is it that Tinubu is not a human being, or is it that he's less than an animal, he's less than normal? So we have to ask this. So whoever is answering the question, the double chief or whoever, tell me, when will Tinubu start going to visit with the victims? Why would victims be calling on P2B when they suffer tragedies instead of calling on the president of Nigeria? And why is Tinubu so reluctant to visit with victims in person and acknowledge their pain and suffering? Why? Is he taking his responsibility as
I'm
president?
gonna answer. I'm gonna answer the question, but so Dangote, when Dangote Refinery and the old Dangote Group, they were able to come out and say we consume about 33 million liters, instead of I think they've been quoting over 50 million before Dangote. So, and that's the reason you talked about the porous border. Of course, our borders are porous. And when you take out the incentives, that's the best way to stop this on the first day. If you talk about replacing security personnel, period, to be able to solve this problem. But if you take out the incentives, then you stop the subsidy corruption from day one, which is what it did. So that's the best approach. I feel you could go about that, and we could see, the benefit from that. Talking about seeing people, Tinubu has always been a kind of a leader that goes to visit people when there's like um, issues of those kind of problems that you talked about, insecurity or killings in different places. If you remember when there was a killing in Ondo State, I think that was before he became president. He went there, gave them money, talked to the people. Even the one in Yewelta, he was there, but he didn't go to the actual place. But all the people, the first lady gave 1 billion naira. He also gave money to the victims. So it's not just showing.
Oh
It
wait,
doesn't.
I'm
It's not.
saying, why did he
It's
go to
not.
the
It's not the
victims?
type to use it for campaign pictures or trying to take pictures to prove something and to use them for campaign purposes. It's not for campaign rhetoric. He's
He
doing it
said,
because he
are you
has
saying that?
actual.
Are you saying that he went to the venue or the location of the incident, or are you saying that he was in a banquet drinking wine and sipping champagne
He
with the
wasn't.
governor?
Where did you see that I was drinking wine? He went there to meet with the people, the leaders. It's not
Was he in the
about
location?
okay.
Was he in the
The
location where the
most
event?
important thing is having you know a way to stop and to make sure these things doesn't happen again.
And has he stopped?
That's
Because
a
Yawata was
meaningful
attacked.
conversation. It's not like Peter Obi that will go to places and take
Okay,
pictures
so the question I'm asking is
just
this:
so that people will
why was
see
it that
if there's
2 weeks
anything
later,
going on.
the
We'll
place,
go
the
there,
same
take
place was
picture, take
attacked?
videos. It's not making any impact. It's not affecting the lives of the people that have been affected with the incidents. It's just going there to take pictures.
So why is it
Okay.
that the 2 weeks later, the same location was attacked again? If he did anything to alleviate and prevent it from happening, why is it that 2 weeks later, the same place, 200 people were killed. The same people came back and slaughtered the remaining people in the villages. Why is it that he has failed? Why is it that he has totally, completely failed in his primary responsibility as the commander in chief to prevent Nigerians from dying, especially in innocent, formerly peaceful villages? Why is it that he has failed in his responsibility where Nigerians are being slaughtered? The death rate in Nigeria is worse than a war-torn country currently going on right now in all over the world, whether it's
Okay,
Ukraine or Syria. Why
let
is
me.
Nigeria at war? Is Nigeria at
Okay,
war?
okay. So recently, do you know that national security advisors were just awarded because they caught there's a terrorist that the UK
Oh, this guy, stop
Okay,
this
no, no,
thing
no,
now.
no, 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 no.
Stop
Why
this
is it?
thing.
No,
No,
no, no,
hold
no, no,
on.
no. 1 second, 1
No,
second.
no.
Okay, no, 1
You
second,
know, do
1 second.
it was my
Listen, 1 second,
turn.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1
I
second, 1
didn't
second.
answer my question well.
No, no, no.
So, but
Hold
I
on,
didn't
1
know why
second,
this is
1 second.
dragging into
Listen.
this thing.
Why is it that
Yeah.
in Kwara State the bandits and terrorists are imposing taxes
He has
on
answered this and
terrorists
they are giving
and
an
not?
award to his national security advisor. That's
Wait,
the answer.
this one is Kwara. This one is Kwara State. This has been on the news for so many weeks now. Terrorists and bandits are imposing taxes on Nigerian citizens in Kwara State. Why has Tinubu not done anything about it? Even as we speak today, taxes are being imposed on Nigerian citizens in Kwara State. Meanwhile, they belong to a sovereignty called Nigeria, and you have terrorists and bandits imposing taxes, illegal taxes on citizens in Kwara State. Tell me why. Is it that Nigeria has lost its sovereignty or what?
and I'm trying to explain to you that security issue is not something that it's as easy as people think. People just go with a narrative and start saying and thinking it's that easy. There are people, the indigens, that are conniving with terrorists. And remember the 2 times that they dropped a bomb on 2 different sites and they were saying they were killing citizens. They were citizens of that community that were harboring terrorists. And no matter what they do, so there's a lot of intelligence gathering that's supposed